Everybody was on the boards. We limit their second chance opportunities. And when you do that, it just becomes harder and harder to score. But I just think our guys, they were dialed in and they were ready to go out and execute.
Well, one guy who had quite the task was Tobias Harris, and just how good was he?
He's awesome. Not only his one-on-one defense against one of the best big guys in our league, but his rebounding and understanding just how important that was going to be, and his ability to play in the trenches. I thought he was great. Defensive rebounds, like through bodies, being physical, and then offensively, he always gives us that punch when we need a basket. He can put the ball in his hands. He can go and create for you. But I think he had a great game two. I think it was well-rounded and impactful.
It was an interesting game for Cade in that he got double figures in rebounds. His rebounding picked back up. Assist total down a little bit. Just overall, outside of his scoring, what else did you notice about him?
I mean, he was aggressive, and he was aggressive from the start to set the tone. And I think he read the game well. At previous game, they were trapping him more. They were more aggressive. There wasn't a lot of space for him to beat his guy. But I thought in game two, the screens were a little bit better. They were a little bit quicker. They were higher on the floor, and that gave him opportunities to get downhill and be aggressive offensively. So it'll be interesting to see what decision they make tonight. How aggressive they want to be with him. And then he's capable and will find his teammates when they're in those situations. So hopefully we're playing advantage basketball.
Well, Towns only had 3 field goal attempts in the entire second half. I assume you expect a little more from him tonight? Yeah,
we expect him to come out being aggressive. We understand how good he is and how impactful he can be. And for them to win, he has to have a good night. So, we expect him, whether it's more post-ups, more pick and roll, where he's picking and popping and trying to create more threes. But we expect him to come out, be aggressive. We'll come out and be aggressive against him. We'll be physical. We'll hit him. We'll hold him up. We'll bring him extra bodies to make sure that he doesn't get off.
Final thing, what do you expect out of Brunson? I mean, he got to the free throw line, as did Cade. What do you expect tonight? More aggressive play by him?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be more aggressive, but, you listen to it, and they're talking about getting off to great starts, and he's one of the guys that can help him get off to a great start. So, again, we expect him to come out trying to be fired up. They want to play a little faster, so them trying to push the ball more, create some easier opportunities for themselves. But what this is going to come down to is us. Our start's going to be important. We want to use the crowd as motivation, but not let it be our only motivation. And we want to go out. We want to compete our tails off, have some fun, and enjoy the moment.
All right, enjoy it.
All right, we'll do.
J.B. Bickerstaff, and that's our Coach's Corner. Pistons and the Knicks, Game 3, coming up.
Are you ready, Detroit? The Pistons are back to work in the 2025 NBA playoffs, and it's time to secure your membership for next season to experience the energy of Little Caesars Arena like never before. Lock in now to enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff priority pricing for upcoming rounds and access to our Meet the Team event. Visit Pistons.com/membership to get yours today.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Pretzel Crust is back at Little Caesars, and fans are excited. Even my pet sheep is pumped. It's back. It sure is. That delicious buttery flavored Pretzel Crust is back. It's back. Yep, you're right. That delicious cheddar cheese sauce is back. Pretzel Crust is back for $6.99 at Little Caesars. Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations for a limited time. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Pizza.
Attention all Mega Millions players. Your new $5 Mega Millions update is installing now. Initiating accelerated Mega Fun upgrade with larger starting jackpots, commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete. Online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Are you ready, Detroit? The Pistons are back to work in the 2025 NBA playoffs, and it's time to secure your membership for next season to experience the energy of Little Caesars Arena like never before. Lock in now to enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff priority pricing for upcoming rounds and access to our Meet the Team event. Visit Pistons.com/membership to get yours today.
Welcome back to the pregame show, round one, game 3 of Pistons versus Knicks as we shift to the city of Detroit. And things are knotted up at one game apiece. The team is here past the regular season for the first time in 6 years. And as always, Mark Champion and Rick Mahorn will be on the call. So let's bring in the voices of the Pistons ahead of the action. And boys, it is great to have NBA playoff basketball back in Detroit.
Yes, it is. And I'll tell you, it's been a long time coming, and the city is excited, electrified. I'm listening to the fans. It's just nice to hear that hum around the world.
You sound a little bit like Walt Frazier.
I do?
Yep.
Well, you know, I learned from the best, old school.
That's right. Now, this is great. The building, there's white T-shirts on every seat, and it makes the building extremely bright. So they've already cranked it up a little bit when the team came out for the first time.
Yeah, I think the shirts say "back to work." That's the mantra of the playoffs, it would seem. I think we can expect it to be pretty loud with these fans who've been waiting a long time for this again, boys.
Yes, and I just think it's just fun, man. But the biggest thing is to win this game.
Yeah, you know, a win on the road, a pretty massive step toward the ultimate goal of actually maybe, winning the series and doing it in the city of New York at Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's nothing short of impressive, I would say.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a great building. I keep, you have to kind of remind yourself they haven't won a championship since '73, but that building is electrifying no matter what their record is. And I'm anxious to see how this building is. First time we've had this sort of thing here, and so we'll see how. I have a feeling that our fans are going to respond.
We do have some injury news. Isaiah Stewart is out again with his knee injury, just like on Monday. Just curious, what you think of the job the front court did to try to step up in his absence from the last game.
It was all about rebounding. When you can rebound the basketball and not let the Knicks get second chance opportunities, those are the things. Just can't be turning the ball over and giving the Knicks, just some free baskets. But I'll tell you, the way that they played, it doesn't matter if it's Paul Reed, Isaiah Stewart, they coming in there with the intensity and having a Paul Reed in there, that's also experience.
Yeah, plus 14 in rebounding. That was terrific. I tell you, the guy who really stood out in the rebound department was Tobias Harris.
Yes.
I mean, he had quite the challenge of trying to keep Towns from backing him down into the paint.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we had those double-doubles in the box score. That was good to see. Guys stepping up and doing what they had to do. But, game one, they had the lead going into the fourth quarter, which eventually went away, and they said they wanted to learn a lesson from it. Now, the same thing happened on Monday. New York tying it late, but this time the boys were able to get that victory. It felt like it could have gone the same way again, but the most important thing is they didn't. So would you say that they learned that lesson, or would you say they still have something to figure out, even though they did indeed win that game?
Each team, each game has its own kind of feeling for it, and you got to figure out what is New York going to do. Are they going to double team Cade, or are they just going to make sure that he's isolated with OG Anunoby, or they may do just have it one-on-one. Who knows? But each game has its own type of scenario.
Yeah, very much so. And I thought, when Dennis Schroeder hit that three to make it 97-94, I mean, that was the difference maker right there. I never really had the feeling in that game that there was any 21-0 Knicks run coming out of it. Pistons played much better defense, and so just as Rick said, it just had a different atmosphere.
How about Dennis Schroeder, by the way? That game felt like the exact reason that they brought him onto this team, didn't it?
Yeah, I tell you, Dennis Schroeder is a guy who's been experienced. but also he's a common influence when you have Cade out there as well. You have another ball handler that can move the ball just as good as Cade. And that, instead of Cade having that responsibility of dishing, he's the one that's going to be receiving.
Yeah, you could read that because he only had 3 assists but 12 rebounds, Cade Cunningham, and so it was a little different feel. He had other guys helping him out.
All right, boys, we'll await your call coming up shortly here. We'll send it back to you in just a minute.
All right.
All right, tip-off is coming up in about 10 minutes. I'll talk to you at halftime. You're listening to the Pistons Radio Network.
The Detroit Pistons Tonight pregame show on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network. Now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
The best in-depth basketball talk every weekday is Give and Go with Worldwide Wob, Rob Perez, and Antonio Daniels from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern on NBA Radio Channel 86.
We're going to do this together. We've got a lot of hard work ahead of us, but it's going to be fun. I want to do it with high character, hard-working, competitive people with a Detroit Pistons mindset first. And when we win, we're going to feel joy, and I want everybody in this building when we lose to feel pain.
This is Detroit Pistons basketball.
Thompson with a steal down the lane. Duran rumbling in for the dunk. Cunningham takes a jump shot over Bridges and hits it. Oh, that's a big-time bucket there. Easily in the corner. There he goes. Oh, right in front of the Philly bench, and he hits a 3.
Here are Mon Champion and Rick Mahorn.
And good evening. Welcome to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference opening round playoff series. The Detroit Pistons welcome in the New York Knicks. It's all even, 1-1 after a spectacular Piston victory. Maybe their best defense in quite some time. Beat the Knicks 100-94. Rick Mahorn, Knicks, Pistons. Hey, what more could you ask for?
Well, this is what you look for. And in the playoffs, 3 versus 6. This is one of the most compelling ones I've ever seen. It could go either way. The pendulum can go either way.
Well, how about Karl Anthony Towns taking 3 shots the entire second half? Didn't even take a shot in the fourth quarter.
Well, I could see Brunson was really trying to get his game on, which he did have it on. But you got to get everybody involved, and that's what Cade Cunningham and Schroeder did for the Pistons. They moved the basketball, and then Tobias Harris is getting his points, and everybody's enjoying sharing the ball.
Well, Cade looked like he, when he came out and got going early, it looked like he was playing with a purpose, and he was wanting to, make a statement in that game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You won 3 out of 4 quarters in the first game, but yet you lose on a 21-0 run. But now you just got to come back and play. But it's not going to be an easy trip.
No, Knicks weren't real happy about it. I know Tom Thibodeau was barking about the free throws disparity, but when you look at it, Cade Cunningham in 2 games has attempted 17 free throws. Jalen Brunson in 2 games has attempted 21. And in game number 2, Brunson attempted 11 free throws. Cade attempted 12. So I'm not sure what all the barking is about.
They're going to fuss about fouls and looking at – I love the physicality of the playoffs, period. And this is what's been – everybody's been doing it.
Well, the fans are feeling it. This will be a full building. It'll be loud. And hopefully the Pistons get off to a quick start and have a great chance to go up 2-1 in this best-of-7 series. So when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, injury updates, and all the other information you need on the Pistons Radio Network.
Looking to shop verified sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more? Tap in with StockX, the premier marketplace for buying and selling the hottest releases in current culture. From the greatest grails to the latest trends, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Plus, every item you order from us is StockX verified, backed up by our buyer promise. So download the app or sign up online. Join the millions who already know, because Detroit got it on StockX. Start your shopping today on StockX.com.
What's your priority? My priority? Making time for myself while taking care of everyone else.
Whoa! Mom, he won't share!
Oh.
The office keeps calling you. Do the kids have swim lessons later?
Sometimes I just need a breather. So I'm glad Priority Health's Wellbeing Hub connects me to support that helps me
give that back. Mom!
Balance my day.
With Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
When you're looking to play, Bet Rivers will make your day.
Take a chance, you'll see.
You like slots, we've got lots. Blackjack, roulette, take your shot.
It's where you want to be. Bet Rivers Online Casino is your home for chance. With hundreds of slots, live table games, and more. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Check out the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. And we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game. And how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level. And ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, proud partner of the Detroit Pistons. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Mark and Rick back with you. Kia brought you that break. Our Henry Ford Health Report. Henry Ford Health all for you. Isaiah Stewart, questionable earlier today, ruled out for Game 3 with a sore right knee. And, of course, Jaden Ivey still working his way back. Nobody hurt on the New York Knicks. Starting lineup presented by Southeastern Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first for the Pistons. The usual lineup with Asar Thompson averaging 7.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. Tobias Harris, what a first two games, averaging 20 points, 9.5 rebounds. Jalen Duren, 9.5 points, 9.5 boards, and he's shooting 75% from the field first two games. Tim Hardaway averaging 9.5 points in the backcourt. Cade Cunningham averaging 27, 9 boards, 7.5 assists, playing spectacular for the New York Knicks under Tom Thibodeau. OG Anunoby did a great job on Cade Cunningham in Game 1, not so much in Game 2. 16.5 point average. Josh Hart, who can do it all, 11.5 points, 7 boards, 5.5 assists. Karl Anthony Towns, who only took 3 shots the entire second half, averaging 16.5 points, 8.5 boards. Mikal Bridges had a good Game 2, 13.5 point average. And Jalen Brunson, averaging 35.5 points, 7.5 assists. Those are your lineups. Rick's keys of the game coming up on the Pistons Radio Network.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Pretzel crust is back at Little Caesars, and fans are excited. Even my pet sheep is pumped. It's back. It sure is. That delicious buttery flavored pretzel crust is back. It's back. Yep, you're right. That delicious cheddar cheese sauce is back. Pretzel crust is back for $6.99 at Little Caesars. Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations for a limited time. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Pizza.
Mark Champion, Rick Mahorn, Kia, the official vehicle partner of the Pistons. Our crew, Paul Serra, our network coordinator, Tim Jetski, our engineer, producer, Chris Fillar, your host. We got a good officiating crew here tonight. Zach Zarba, 161 playoff games in his 22nd season, is the crew chief. Sean Wright, 95 playoff games in his 20th year, the referee. And Nick Bookert, 13 playoff games in his 15th season, and he is the umpire. Rodney Mott is the alternate. Back in Secaucus, Brent Bardicke and Tyler Ford. Now, Rick's keys of the game presented by StockX, as this building is loud.
Man, I'll tell you right now, if you ride the wave of what this crowd is about to give you, You can guarantee a win, but I can tell you right now, don't get caught up in the hype because the Knicks are the same. They know this desperation time. They don't want to go down 2-1, but Pistons got to rebound the ball like they did last game. And also, don't turn the ball over. Turnovers have always been.
Turn the ball over.
And that's always been your Achilles heel. And they started this, I don't know when. Regular season was good, but
last game, game 2, they gave up 19 points, which is a lot, but a little bit better than game 1. So we are set to go here at Little Caesars Arena. Pistons will be in the white uniforms, trimmed in red and blue, and the New York Knicks in the blue uniforms, trimmed in orange. Oh, by the way.
Oh, what?
I have a message to send you.
What's that?
Pat Ewing said hello.
Oh, okay.
And that he was going to do something to you when he sees you.
Oh, please. I want him to go home. I want him to go fishing. That's what I'm looking forward to. seeing some Knicks soup.
Oh, how great is it, Rick, to look out and see a full house here at Little Caesars
and
Arena.
Drowning out the opposing fans, because the Knicks fans, they travel hard too. But
yes, they do.
Lord, it's just nice to see this, and reminds you a lot of the old days.
Talking to Alan Houston, who is front office with the New York Knicks, and he said, man, it's nice to have Pistons back in the playoffs.
But he's a Knick. I don't remember him being a Piston.
Okay.
He's a Knick. He's been there longer.
All right, so here we go. Game 3. Game 4 will be Sunday. That'll be a 1 o'clock game.
And that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, very much so. I think it's important for the Pistons to get off to a good start here, not let the Knicks take away all the energy. And it'll be interesting to watch Karl Anthony Towns because he was very passive in game 2. He suddenly took 3 shots the entire second half. He's only 1 of 5 from 3-point range.
Well, that's the Tobias Harris theory. You're going to try to score. You got to score taking it to the basket.
And we are set to go here in downtown Detroit. Towns and Duran to jump it up. And the tap is slapped around, and Cade Cunningham has it. Pistons going left to right. Cade with the highlighter yellow shoes. They are bright. Sends it over to Hardaway. To Duran, back to Tim.
Nice.
And he missed from the baseline. Rebound, Mikal Bridges. Hardaway's been struggling with his shot lately. Bridges up the right wing. Topside Towns. Didn't waste any time. Shoots a 3, no good. And Cunningham comes away with it. Cade up the right wing. Picked up by Anunoby. Slide it over to Harris. And he'll take the mid-range jumper. That rolls off. Duran tried to put it back with one hand and couldn't.
He had that in his hand.
Josh Hart with a rebound ahead to Brunson. Fans are showing their love for Jalen Brunson. Up top to Hart. Swing it over to Bridges. Bridges for 3, and it's good.
Can't leave him open. He's a good shooter.
Yes, he is.
You're rotating over to Brunson. A lot of times you got to let a man check him.
He had 27 against the Pistons back on the 13th of January. Hit 6 triples. So Knicks first on the board. Cunningham around the screen. Bottled up. Trapped on a double team. Finds help with Duran. Duran to the basket. Had it knocked away.
3.8 seconds on the shot clock.
So the Knicks, we know they play defense. But so do the Pistons, who had an outstanding game, too. 3.8 on the shot clock. 10:49 to go in the period. Cunningham, right corner. Harris short on the 3. Josh Hart with a rebound. He's a great rebounding guard. Across the timeline, coming right to left. And now Towns up top, trying to barrel in. Tangled up. Fans wanted to travel. He missed his shot. Harris saves it to Cunningham. Now Thompson up the left wing. 3-0 New York. Thompson into Anunoby, and that's going to be a foul on OG Anunoby.
Karl Anthony Towns is yelling at Sean Wright. Thought he had a foul on the other end. Got to play through it.
Well, Knicks have been talking about it all week, about what they felt was foul discrepancy, especially with Brunson, but I don't get it.
The thing is, they're trying to jockey for position.
Thompson at the line and missed it. He's struggling. Had to just take a big deep breath. Asar fouled out of the game the other night and was very frustrated trying to keep up with Jalen Brunson.
So that's a hard job.
Yes, it is. Second free throw on the way. Good. Pistons on the board. It's 3-1 New York. Just underway. Brunson with it, guarded by Thompson. Brings it across the timeline. Up top it goes. Towns to Hart. Swing it over to Brunson on the right wing. Fans booing every time he touches the ball. We got also look out early action. Tim Hardaway Jr., Karl Anthony Towns, now Duran getting into it.
This playoff basketball.
It doesn't take
I don't
long.
like you, you don't like me.
Going to call Harris for a foul.
It's like a wrestling match right now.
Well, that's probably why we have the crew we have here tonight.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. getting into it.
Yes, sir. He's got his playoff face on. And it goes to Mikal Bridges, back to Brunson, 3-1 New York. Brunson way up top, no good. Duran with a strong rebound. 10:08 to go in the period. Cunningham with the basketball. Cade trying to go down the lane now. Fadeaway shot off the front, no good. And controlled by Brunson. Ahead to Josh Hart. Right sideline, Anunoby short on a three. And they get the offensive rebound as Bridges sends it up top to Towns. Look out, down the lane he comes.
Nice foul.
And his foul, that's a good foul by Duran.
Make him earn it at the free throw line.
Pistons trying to get that first shot to go down. They're 0 for 6. Knicks are 1 for 5.
And that's nerves. They'll calm down as soon as, gets them going.
JB barking out at something. I don't know, he's upset about medical. Well, JB is really upset. So a 30-second, got a bloody nose. Asar Thompson.
Well, he got hit earlier with a pick.
JB is a little upset. Zach Zarba trying to calm him down. Oh, we are off and rolling, Rick Mahorn.
Oh, yeah.
9:47 to go. 3-1 Knicks, game 3.
And you got a coach like J.B. Bickerstaff and also Tibbs. These two are very feisty guys.
Yeah, very much so. All right, so they attended to Asar. His brother had a scary moment last night. Towns at the line hits. And a 4-1 New York lead.
I got Knicks fans sitting behind me screaming.
Towns averaged 24.
I just want them to be
boards
quiet.
Against the Pistons in the regular season. And hits pair. So it's a 5-1 New York lead. Cade Cunningham with the basketball has only taken one shot so far. Anunoby on him. Cade with a lob over the top to Harris. He's covered up by Hart and Anunoby. Pulls it back out right sideline. Now attacks. Gets a shot over Anunoby, but can't make it. Bridges with a rebound. Pistons just can't make a shot. 0 for 7. Here's Hart to Towns, who steps into one and hits a three. And a quick timeout. 8-1 New York. Pistons just need a layup, a dunk, something to settle this thing down. You can just see the nerves. So 9:21 to go in the opening period. It's 8-1 Knicks on the Pistons Radio Network.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. That means win or lose, every bet you place brings you closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. So download the app using promo code RADIO-DYW. Place your first bet and you can double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Caesars Sportsbook. Don't just spectate, participate. Open to new users in Michigan who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for the full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Our champion, Rick Mahorn, Kia brought you that break. Open up the Bet Rivers online casino and sportsbook app at every home Pistons game. Spin to win up to $25 in bonus money when you deposit $10 with code PISTONS. Karl Anthony Towns has already attempted as many field goals as he did the entire second half.
Yeah, they're looking to get him jump started, like game one. But
the two,
Pistons nerves and jitters sometimes have effect. This is a good timeout right now for J.B. Bickerstaff. He only down 8-1, so it's real early.
The two stars, Brunson has taken one shot and missed it. Cunningham's taken one shot and missed it. 0 for 7 Detroit, 2 for 6 for New York. And both of them are triples, Bridges and Towns. So the winner of this series will play, can we go ahead and say the Boston Celtics?
I don't know, Mark.
No?
I like
You're not ready to do that?
I'm not waiting to do that. I like how Orlando's playing. I
Okay.
think Orlando is doing their thing.
They can't score enough
They
points.
can't score, but they showing that, making sure the defense works for them.
All right, out of that timeout with 9:21 to go in the quarter. We got a lot of, saw where A.J. Hinch said he and a lot of the Tigers would be here for this game. They have an off day today. There are several Detroit Lions players are going to be here.
It's nice to get the support from the other sports teams around.
All right, out of the timeout, somebody's got to make a bucket here. 0 for 7. Knicks during the season, obviously a good defense, maybe not quite as dominant as they were in previous years, but still pretty good. Cunningham up top, Tim Hardaway. Now to Duren. Top of the key, Brunson pestering him. Almost turned it over. Slip it to Hardaway for 3, and he hits it.
Got away with a travel right there.
And it's 8-4 New York. Inside of 9 minutes. Jalen Brunson on the bounce on the right side of the floor. Up top to Towns. Now to Hart. Duren is on him. There's a back cut by OG Anunoby for a dunk. Knicks will do that to you. 10-4. Anunoby having a really good year. Cunningham with it. Right side of the floor. They pay a lot of attention to him. Gets a elbow shot up and in.
You can pay attention to him. But I can tell you, he's so calm and cool and collected.
Isn't he, though? His first bucket, 10-6 Knicks. 8:19 to go. Mikal Bridges with it. Little crossover move, gets him free, drives across the lane, drops it underneath, and another dunk, this time by Josh Hart.
And they're getting into that painted area.
12-6. Knicks by 6. Cunningham with the ball. Trying to get down the lane. A little half hook is off the mark. Thompson tried to tip it in. Towns comes out with it. Hard up the right wing. And the push for New York. They want to play a better pace in this game. And there's another 3 for Towns. And it's 15-6. Knicks by 9.
And that was one of those transition baskets again.
8 points for Karl Anthony Towns already. Cade Cunningham thought about a 3. Instead inches his way closer to the rim and hits. 15-8 New York. Pistons starting to get what they want offensively. But they got to stop the Knicks. Here goes Brunson. And he banks it in, falling down. They're just attacking the rim, 17-8.
No, it's getting into that painted area.
6 points in the paint. Tobias Harris with it up top. It's off onto Brunson. Pass to Thompson against Hart. Thompson double team, bounce pass, Hardaway will fire it in. Another 3.
If they leave you to go double team or Stuart Thompson, That's what you're going to get.
17-11. Knicks on the lead inside of 7 minutes. Brunson on the right side of the floor. Skips a pass over to Anunoby into the left corner. Cade's all over him. Anunoby brings it out top. Here's Hart. Still holding. Slings it to Brunson in the right corner. And he hits a three.
Okay, let me fasten my seatbelt right now.
Knicks are 7 of 11. They lead 20-11. Cade Cunningham with the basketball. Works a crossover. Got bumped. No call. Here's Hardaway with a heat check. No. Falling down on a whistle.
And he got hit in the face.
He got hit.
We might have to look at that and see if it was... Ooh, he's down for a good while. They're going to review it.
Holding his nose and slapping the floor. So the athletic trainers will come out and take a look. As we take a look at what happened, yeah, he just got hit
in the face.
Jalen Brunson got him. Oh, that was a weak effort at a block shot. Let's just put it that way. So Zach Zarba will take a look at this thing with 6:20 to go in the period. Knicks up by 9. They've started just the way they wanted to start. Pistons got off to that 0 for 7.
He'll shoot 3.
So we do know that. And big question is there anything egregious there? What do you think?
Oh, it'll be the ball on the side because he hit him right in the face. Wasn't like he was going for the block.
No, that's my argument, Rick. I agree with you. It was a very weak effort to try to block the shot. In fact, I don't think he even tried to block the shot.
He
just caught Hardaway in the face. Looks like Tim's okay.
He's still kind of got that eye a little bit closed.
So this could be an early
6-point play. Could be.
Yeah, this could be a big factor this early in the game and this kind of game. So we'll call this our critical call. Brought to you by Corewell Health, the new name for Beaumont and Spectrum Health. I know it's only 6:20 to go in the first period, but this is a critical juncture because the Knicks have come out firing. As you would expect, all 5 of their starters have scored.
Close up.
And I don't want to say he did it on purpose, but
he did it on purpose. He used to play there.
This is going to be interesting. Nick Bookert and Zach Zarba are on the headsets. Sean Wright.
It shouldn't take that long to look at that.
All right. Already had some friskiness out there on the floor.
Flagrant 1. They'll give him a flagrant 1.
Okay, we'll get the call here.
After review, it's been deemed the defender has made unnecessary contact above the shoulder level to the shooter with a follow through to the eye of the shooter. This has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1 for not making a natural play on the basketball.
So 3 free throws and the ball. So this potentially could be a 6-point play. What do you think of playoffs so far?
Everything's been, other than the series with OKC and OKC and Memphis, this has been a great series. The Clippers and
that Clipper Nuggets series, man, that's something. So Tim Hardaway Jr. will shoot 3. Tim's already knocked down a couple of 3 balls. And hits the first of 3, so it's 20-12 New York. And hits the second one.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
playing in his 45th playoff game.
Already got 8 points possible, or 9.
Yep,
then they get the ball on the side.
He got them all. 20-14. Good job by Hardaway. And again, Thibodeau was not happy about the foul situation in game 2. Pistons shot 34. His team shot 19. Cunningham with the ball up top now for Detroit. Off to Hardaway, and he hits another one for 3.
6-point play.
How about that? 20-17. Pistons cut it to 3 halfway through the period. Anunoby between the circles, off to Towns up top. Now to Brunson. Makes a move on Cunningham. Turns and rims out the shot. Thompson with a rebound. Coming left to right. Asar leaves it for Hardaway. Oh, and through the fingertips on the return to Thompson. Oh, you can't turn that one over. Bridges, Anunoby, look out. Freight train. And he lost control going up, I think.
I think Durham got a piece of that.
Nope, it's going to be Detroit ball. I think it just came flying out of his hand. Boy, this crowd is making some noise. Great to hear. 20-17 New York, 5:34 to go.
I'd get the ball to Hardaway right now.
I would. Cunningham, there's a lob, and Duran missed the catch for the dunk, but Thompson with a steal. He's only had 2. Here's Cunningham, and he hits and ties the game up at 20.
What is that, a 12-0 run?
Well, it's a 9-0 run. Brunson with it on the left wing. Fires.
Foul on.
Nope, got a whistle.
Foul on Tim Hardaway Jr.
So the Pistons 4 out of 5 from three-point range. Hardaway has 3 of them, as Deuce McBride will come in for New York, and Mikal Bridges will take a seat. Quickly, Beasley up off the Detroit bench will check in. Sar Thompson will take a seat. Sar has filled up the stat sheet already. He's got a steal, a point, 2 assists, 2 rebounds.
That's the way to go. Does his job.
McBride to the left sideline. Sends it into Towns. 20-20 game. And now we get a whistle as Beasley, McBride, and Beasley gets the foul. I'll tell you, it was chippy out there.
Oh, man, this is going to be chippy the whole game.
Nothing wrong with that as long as you don't do any silly stuff.
Well, he put his hand right in his chest.
Brunson will get it in. 20-20 game inside of 5 minutes. Hardaway on Brunson. Drops it in. Towns now posting up. Slings a pass underneath Josh Hart, and he will score on the pump fake. 22-20 New York. 4:39 to go. Here's Cunningham bobbing and weaving. Right side Harris. Missed a 3. Towns with a rebound. Tobias 0 for 4 now. Brunson up the left wing.
Got to get that to Hardaway.
Up top, here's Towns, and that's another triple. 25-20, they got to make an adjustment. Paul Reed up off the Piston bench. Towns now 3 out of 4. Here's a 3, no good by Cunningham. And the Knicks all of a sudden on a 5-point run. Brunson barreling in, drops it off to a cutter, and Hart missed it. Slapped up into the air and out of bounds off of New York. Good hustle by Beasley over there as Mitchell Robinson will come in for New York, Paul Reed for Detroit, and Dennis Schroeder in as well. When New York goes, in this case they are not because Towns is coming out, but they've used both Robinson and Towns at times in this playoff.
And I tell you, Towns is one of those guys, you like being outside. You need a guy in there to do some work. And that's what Robinson does.
Yep, rebound and block shots. 25-20, Knicks with the lead. Cunningham with the ball. Sends it over to Beasley. Beasley, a nice little move, steps in, but missed the floater. Tried to keep it alive. Brunson comes out with it. Racing up the right sideline. Schroeder locked up on him. Brunson just backs it down. Kicks it out top. Anunoby for 3, and it's good. And just like that, they're back up by 8.
And Brunson ain't even scoring. Only scored a 3, but he's got 3 assists.
So the Knicks are now 6 of 9 shooting threes. Cunningham throws a wild shot up there, hoping to get a whistle and didn't. McBride for New York might see a Piston timeout here. McBride on the left side of the floor. Dennis Schroeder on him. Off it goes to Hart. Now it comes Brunson. 5 points so far. Cut off on the sideline. Out on the wing to Hart. Left corner. Anunoby again. And no good. Nobody went for the rebound except Josh Hart. Off to McBride. Jump shot in the way. No good. And Reed comes out with it for Detroit.
Dodge one there.
28-20 Knicks. Barreling through the traffic. High off the glass.
Oh, my gosh.
Cunningham.
That was beautiful.
He went through about 5 Knicks. And then Cunningham steals it away from Anunoby. Right underneath the basket. And a Schroeder with it. Hit that big three in New York. Going right baseline, and he gets a whistle shot. No! Bounced a couple of times. And a foul on Deuce McBride. What a game we got going here. 2:23 to go. Opening period. It's the Knicks 28 and the Pistons 22 on the Pistons Radio Network.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
When you want to bet on sports, played on a field or ice or course,
Bet Rivers is the place.
over, under, money line, same game parlays, it's all fine.
We'll put a smile on your face. Bet Rivers Sportsbook is your home for chance, where you can experience the thrill of betting on the sports you love. Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Download the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Did you know StockX was born in Detroit? From the small desk of a few back in 2016 to a now global platform, our real-time marketplace offers you unprecedented access to buy and sell verified sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more. From the greatest grails to the latest trends, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Plus, every item you order from us is StockX verified, backed up by our buyer promise. So join the millions who already know, because Detroit got it on StockX. Start shopping now at StockX.com.
Mark and Rick back with you in Game 3 of this opening round best of 7 Eastern Conference playoff series. Kia brought you the break, and Sam Bernstein Law Firm brings you the team leaders, Michigan's first family of law. 1-800-CALL-SAM. We are family. For the New York Knicks, 6 of 11 from three-point range. The Pistons are 4 of 7, 3 of them by Tim Hardaway, who has 12 points. Cunningham's got 9. And the rebounding so far, the Pistons, remember, had a plus 14 in Game 2. And right now, the Knicks have the advantage at 12-7. What else is sticking out for you?
Well, the thing that's sticking out for me is that the front, other than Cunningham and Hardaway, nobody else everybody else got 1. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, the front court played so well, Rick, the other night in Game 2, especially Harris.
Yeah.
2:23 to go in the period. Pistons had that 9-0 run that tied the game at 20. And since that time, the Knicks on an 8-2 run. Otherwise, they have Stewart again tonight.
And he's looking real sporty over there.
Who's that?
Got a nice suit on. I mean, I'm not accustomed to seeing guys wearing suits on the bench.
That's for sure.
He's a throwback.
All right. Dennis Schroeder will be at the line. And in addition, he's been for this team playing in his 71st career playoff game.
Good experience.
Yeah. And this is the 4th different team that he has played on in the playoffs. Atlanta, OKC, LA, and now Detroit. Free throw on the way, good. 28-23 New York. Game 4 here on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And then back to New York for Game 5.
Schroeder's the first bench player. I need the team to score.
Second one is a make. First time Thibodeau's starters all go at least 35, 36 minutes. Here comes Deuce McBride over the timeline. Coming to get it, Brunson. Schroeder locked up on him. Screen by Mitchell Robinson. Brunson right side of the floor, double team. And it is
New York's
deflected. With 7 on the shot clock. Each team with just one turnover here with 2:06 to go in the period. Knicks on the lead, 28-24. Anunoby slings it up top to Brunson. Brunson on the attack. Jump shot is no good. Rebound Hardaway. Everybody helping on the boards. Up the left side, Cunningham to Schroeder. Schroeder against Brunson, attacks underneath the basket. He was trying for the most exciting shot in the world there. He got shoved. Had a foul on Brunson.
That's his second.
And
they didn't call it shooting.
No, they didn't. And Schroeder is a little upset about that.
Fouled him before he put it up.
I don't know about that one. Pistons will have it sideline out as Cameron Payne will come in. Payne had 11 points in the fourth quarter of Game 1. It was one of the major factors in that game. However, in Game 2, he missed his. Yeah, he couldn't throw one in the ocean. Cunningham near midcourt on the dribble. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham on the move. Pulls up mid-range and missed it. Reed had it for a moment. Hart stole it. Pistons get it back. Cunningham, Beasley, pump fake Schroeder. Steps to the left, fires, and hits a three.
Oh, he's having fun.
It's a one-point game. 28-27 New York. Minute 20 to go. Anunoby up top, picked up his dribble. Sends it to Mitchell Robinson. Not a threat out there. Off to Anunoby. He dumps it to Robinson. Knocked away by Paul Reed. And recovered by Anunoby. He's going to get a whistle. That's good hustle, though.
Very good hustle.
Good deflection.
Giving him a two-shotter?
Okay, explain to me why that's a shot. And Schroeder's wasn't. Anunoby to the line. Hardaway picked up the foul. There's Anunoby. Came over in a trade in 2023. Hits the free throw. 29-27. Now Ron Holland will check in. And JB's tightened up this bench. All the coaches do, Rick, in the playoffs.
Yes, they do, until someone gets hurt. Jimmy Butler might be out for a few.
That's too bad. I saw that last night. Second free throw is a make. 30-27 Knicks. Minute 10 to go. Yeah, that was really a scary thing. It was my opinion that Draymond Green shoved Amen Thompson. And there's a pass. Reed lost. Mitchell Robinson forcing the turnover. On the push, Anunoby kicks it off his own foot and out of bounds. Thank you very much.
2 turnovers by each team.
Towns in, so now the Knicks, Rick, are going to go to the 2 bigs. Towns and Robinson. Harris will come back for Detroit. They had some success with that. Oh, boy, Reed and Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, no, Reed, you can't get thrown out, man. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's really
gone,
on.
definitely.
Yeah, the Pistons can't afford
Can't
this.
afford that. Got to keep cooler heads.
I don't know what Mitchell Robinson did to ignite it, but he did something.
They're going to be calling a lot more fouls now.
Well, the best the Pistons can hope for is a double technical. He just had Reed locked up and wouldn't let him go.
And then,
how about this for a first quarter?
This is only the first quarter?
This is the first quarter. 51.8 seconds to go in it.
Hopefully he gets a tech.
Well, it should be double technical. They might tee up Towns because he
Players
shoved.
under review for an altercation that didn't dissolve.
Well, I say just double text and let's move on. But not sure what the officials are going to do here.
Who knows?
You know, other action tonight in this game. The Pistons are not the only game around, so we've had some great playoff series.
Man. Porzingis gets hit in the head and comes back
smiling.
Like the unicorn.
Came back smiling.
Isn't that his nickname or something like that? Or I don't know.
Well, it was kind of funny because Joe Mazzulla says, I like it when he gets hit in the head. Yeah, Thunder playing the Grizzlies tonight. That's the one Memphis has got to figure something out. They can't even score 100 points against OKC.
I think that's all in that locker room. I mean, right now you get a new coach at the end of the year and you go, okay, what are we supposed to do? Change a whole bunch of philosophies coming into the playoffs?
The one that's really good, Nuggets and Clippers now in L.A., and Kawhi Leonard put on a show in Game 2.
That's a scary team out there in the West.
It didn't take long. Zach Zarba talking with his fellow officials about this one, but I hope it's just double text. And
Towns pushing Reed off and trying to break it up to a degree, but he pushed him. It should be Reed technical and Towns are technical.
After review, there will be double technicals assessed to Paul Reed and Mitchell Robinson, and additional technical added to Karl Towns. One shot for Detroit.
We hit that one right on the head. Yeah, Towns with a shove. That's how he got the tee.
They might be doing this. I mean, this is wow.
So 3 technicals.
And only one to shoot.
And I think Reed's not certain why he got the technical, but in that situation, that's
you got to give him one.
Yeah, you got to give him one. Yeah, it's hard for him to back off, but he was more the aggressor, I think, than Mitchell Robinson was. So Cunningham will get a technical free throw here. Try to bring the Pistons within 2, and he missed it. So it's still 30-27. Pistons 6 of 8 at the line. Knicks are 4 for 4.
You can't complain about not getting to the free throw line.
No. All right. Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris out there, Paul Reed, Dennis Schroeder, and Malik Beasley. Cunningham to Harris, back to Cade, out on the perimeter. To the right wing, Mitchell Robinson picks him up. Up top, Beasley, going to fire, and he cannot get one to go. He's struggling. 30-27, Knicks with a lead. Cameron Payne with Schroeder on him. Left wing. Going to try to give it up and does to Towns. Turn, shoots, missed. Rushed that one. Beasley with a rebound to Schroeder. Schroeder racing up the floor. Beasley on the right wing, and he still can't hit one. Mitchell Robinson with a rebound. Man, oh man. 30-27, final possession here for the Knicks. Anunoby. And gets a foul on Cunningham. That'll be his first.
His arms. And Cunningham's been out there the whole quarter.
Yeah, Malik struggling in this playoff series. 36% from the field. 7 of 22 from three-point range. Free throws to make. And the Knicks lead is 4. 31-27. Josh Hart coming back in. Mikal Bridges as well as Towns and Payne will both sit down.
Offense for defense.
Pistons only 33% shooting in the opening quarter, and yet they're right there. Second free throw for Anunoby. That's short, but Mitchell Robinson rebounds. Whirls to the basket. No, followed up Anunoby. 33-27. And the Pistons had it down to 1 at 28-27. But then again, the Knicks ran off 5 straight to take the lead after 1. 33-27 on the Pistons Radio Network.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Attention all Mega Millions players. Your new $5 Mega Millions update is installing now. Initiating accelerated Mega Fun upgrade with larger starting jackpots, commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete. Online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Pretzel Crust is back at Little Caesars, and fans are excited. Even my pet sheep is pumped. It's back. It sure is. That delicious buttery flavored pretzel crust is back. It's back. Yep, you're right. That delicious cheddar cheese sauce is back. Pretzel Crust is back for $6.99 at Little Caesars. Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations for a limited time. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Pizza.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
Our champion, Rick Mahorn, Kia, the official vehicle partner of the Pistons. Knicks with the lead, 33-27. They had a couple of runs. The Pistons had a 9-0 run that tied the game at 20. Then the Knicks had an 8-0 run. Pistons pulled within one at 28-27. And the Knicks closed the quarter with a 5-0 run. And the Piston front court starters, Thompson, Harris, and Duren, have combined for 1 point.
Yeah, I tell you, last game, Duren was just an immovable object in that painted area, getting offensive rebounds. But when he started the game off, getting that first 2 points, he just brought that ball up and dunked. Woof.
Well, the Pistons certainly miss Isaiah Stewart, missing his second game. So it'll be Duren, Holland, Schroeder out there with Harris and Beasley. And Rick, as you mentioned, Cade played the quarter, so he's going to rest to begin the second period. The Knicks have Landry Shamet in the game for the first time. Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson, and Karl Anthony Towns. How about this? You got 3 small guys and 2 really big guys.
Turn the ball over.
And McBride had it knocked away as Holland's pestering him in the backcourt.
He turned it over.
Did he turn it over?
No, he didn't.
No, it's still Knicks' ball.
Still got to get that ball over.
Shamet gets it in, and Holland is really pestering Deuce McBride. Got it across the timeline. Gotta be careful not to commit the foul. McBride doing a lot of bobbing and weaving. Sends it over to Cameron Payne. Payne on the move, all the way to the basket, and missed. Robinson had it, and then got a whistle.
And that was on Schroeder. He went over his back. They're going to call that 9 times out of 10.
So the Knicks had 10 points in the paint in that opening period. Yeah, you're right there.
They're going to call. They're going to tighten up the calls right now.
Sideline out as Payne gets it into McBride. Holland on him again. Screened by Mitchell Robinson, but a double team on McBride. Whirling back to the right. Now back to the left. Off balance shot. Off and no good. What a great job. Here comes Harris. Slides it to Schroeder. Pistons trail 33-27. Schroeder hounded by Shamet. Goes to Harris. Well, both these teams are playing some serious defense. Harris had it knocked loose. Recovered it. Can't hold the ball. And now a foul on Cameron Payne. But oh my goodness.
Got those 3 little guards out there.
They are being pests. Now Mikal Bridges is going to come back for Deuce McBride. Cameron Payne had been lower in the rotation, but he had that game 1 flurry that earned him a few more minutes in game 2, and they didn't take advantage of it. Schroeder with the ball now to Duren up top. Hand off Malik Beasley, trying to find his shooting touch. Now Schroeder left sideline.
5 seconds.
Got to get it up. Schroeder will. There's a rainbow. Oh, and he hits it There was gold at the end of that rainbow. 33-30, the New York Knicks. 10:50 to go.
Got 8 points off the bench.
Karl Anthony Towns posting up Bridges against the smaller Schroeder. Skipped it up top to Payne. 7 on the shot clock. A lot of space for him. You got to be careful. He can shoot that 3 ball. Now Holland up on him. Payne drives it and is late. Shot clock violation.
Good defense.
10:31 to go here in the second. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead, 33-30. They jumped out to an early 15-6, and then 17-8, and then 20-11 before the Pistons finally got it going. Schroeder with the ball. Kel Bridges, good defender on him. Schroeder got a step. High flip, no good. Schroeder tried to slap it back, but couldn't. It was a tough shot there.
Did it hit anybody other than Schroeder? He threw it up there. You can't touch that again. Another turnover.
So the Knicks get it, and here comes Cameron Payne out of Murray State. His 61st career playoff game. That's where the Knicks have a big advantage. Towns with it, bangs into Harris. Whirls around, and Harris stripped it. But they're calling a foul on Tobias.
I said they knew the refs are going to pick up their whistles after that little skirmish, a couple of them.
Let's see where Tobias got it. Yeah, got him on the arm. Oh, I don't know. JB doesn't think so. Sure looked like he did.
Hands part of the ball.
So we'll get a coach's challenge here with 3:30 to go in the second period. And the New York Knicks with the lead, 33-30 on the Pistons Radio Network.
When you're looking to play, Bet Rivers will make your day.
Take a chance, you'll see.
You like slots, we've got lots. Blackjack, roulette, take your shot.
It's where you want to be. Bet Rivers Online Casino is your home for chance. With hundreds of slots, live table games, and more. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Check out the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Fuel your child's love for the game with Pistons Academy, the official youth basketball program of the Detroit Pistons. Our experienced coaches run camps, leagues, and clinics for grades 3 through 9 all year long. Kids will take part in a variety of drills and develop their skills on and off the basketball court. Head to PistonsAcademy.com today and find the perfect program near you.
Mark and Rick back with you. Kia brought you the break, so we saw a number of different replays, and here's Zach Zarba with the call.
After review, the defender initially makes hand-to-hand contact with his opponent, but then that hand slides down illegally to the wrist of the shooter. Therefore, the ruling on the floor stands as a defensive foul. It's an unsuccessful challenge.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's where you got to hope that your assistant coaches who handle that sort of thing really know the rules. So, no more challenges left. And the Pistons trail the New York Knicks 33-30. New York came out. I mean, I think the Pistons have done a pretty good job, Rick, of withstanding this early onslaught by New York.
Yeah, I mean, after that timeout, they seem to gather everything together.
They've just got to find front court scoring. Dennis Schroeder has 8. Cunningham has 9, and Hardaway has 12. All from the back court, 29 to the 30 points. All right. Holland's still out there, so is Beasley. JD, who so far hasn't been able to get going.
Yeah, Schroeder, thank God for him, 8 points off the bench.
Yeah. Couple of threes. Hardaway's 3 for 3 long range.
That's a tough challenge on that one right there. I'd have probably just go ahead and just take it. Because once it slid down.
So Karl Anthony Towns will head to the free throw line. 22 games of 30-plus points this year for the Knicks. Had a 46-point, 10-rebound game against the Bulls. And he hits the first one.
Good free throw shooter.
Came over in the trade for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo.
And Minnesota said thank you. Even though they didn't look that good the other night.
Second free throw coming. That's good as well. So the Knicks with the 5-point lead at 35-30. They've led wire to wire so far. Tobias Harris with the ball, right side of the floor. Flips it to Holland. Got it to Schroeder, but he was extended to midcourt. Now Beasley to Duran, 7 to shoot. He wheels toward the basket and got fouled. Robinson got him. Mitchell Robinson is a long and lanky kid.
Long legs, long arms.
Did not attend college, went to Chalmette High School. Had ankle surgery and battled injuries. So free throws coming for Jalen Duran, his first at the line. And hits the first one. Nice looking shot. 35-31. Pistons 7 of 9. The Knicks are 7 of 8, so no room for criticizing.
Well, this is going possession per possession. And this is playoff basketball.
Second is a make. One possession lead for the Knicks, 35-32, 9:45 to go. Cameron Payne being hounded by Schroeder across the timeline. Now brings it to the middle, now goes down the lane, flips it up, banks it in. 37-32. He did not have a good game, too, but he's playing pretty well here tonight. He didn't even shoot the ball because he was playing poorly in that game. Here's Schroeder with it down the left wing. Another three on the way. Bangs that one down. 37-35. He's got an interesting looking arc on his shot. 9:06 before halftime. Del Bridges. Hard screen by Payne at midcourt. Bridges keeps the dribble. Brings it right side of the floor. Flips it into the corner, and Payne hits a three. Two. He jumped forward, had a foot on the line, so it's a 2. Pistons have it. Look out. Beasley. Now Holland. And everybody's on the floor trying to dig it out of there. And finally the Pistons get it. Beasley to Holland. Back to Bees. And he just can't make a three. Rebound to Towns. Slings it ahead to Bridges. 39-35 Knicks. Bridges to the baseline off balance. Got it to Payne. And there's a whistle.
And that's on Tobias. This is third.
Tobias not happy with that. 8:25 to go.
But you get back in there with Cade.
Not a bad substitution.
Not a bad substitution.
So Harris will sit. He has yet to score in this game. 0 for 4. Coming off a 15-point, 13-rebound game in Game 2.
And OG Anunoby comes in for Shemet.
And guess what he's going to do? He's going to guard Cade Cunningham. He's going to follow him all over the place.
Nobody can check Cade right now.
There's a Robinson up top for New York on the sideline end. Now to Bridges. Bridges elevates and in and out. He's a really good shooter, but missed that one. Holland slings it ahead. Beasley had his back turned, but somehow Cunningham gets it. Crosses over, then he gets knocked down. Schroeder deflects it. Anunoby ahead, and Bridges missed it out of nowhere.
Hollins.
Whoa.
Now
Beasley. Good grief, he's got to make one. 39-35, New York. Beasley 0 for 5, and here's Towns, no good. Long rebound, Schroeder. If Towns would have gone for the miss instead of posing, here's Cunningham. Pump fakes a three, drives to the rim, and got a whistle. game we got going here. Mitchell Robinson's going to pick up the foul. Okay, how's this a sideline out? He was in the air, wasn't he? Hardaway back in.
The starters are coming in right now.
Josh Hart back in for New York. Brunson's coming back. He's been on the bench a while. 5 points for Jalen Brunson. He's eating up the booing, by the way. That's not.
See, there's one thing that you'd love to hear opposing teams boo you, knowing that, hey, you're under their skin somehow, some way.
Yep. And it goes to Tim Hardaway, back to Cunningham. Cade with 9 points. Works his way to the right elbow and hits it. So calm, cool, and collected. 39-37 Knicks. 7:24 to go in the opening half. Game 3. Towns on the left wing. Duren with a hand in the face. Towns puts it on the floor. Gathers, awkward. And he is... they're going to call a foul. Jalen Duren. It'll be 2 on him. 3 on Harris, 2 on Hardaway and Duren.
You kind of grab him when you look at the replay and challenge it. It's not that one. He grabs him.
Pistons have no challenge, so on we play. Bridges guarded by Hardaway. A hip check by Towns. Now Brunson has it near midcourt. Works it back to Karl Anthony Towns. 2 to shoot. Steps back, fires, misses. Holland chases it down on the run. Pistons down by 2. Holland, he's going to be careful. Got a whistle.
Kickball.
And Schroeder's up talking to Ron Hahn. He says, man, you cannot do that. Those Knicks are too good. You can't split them like that. 6:53 to go before the break. 39-37 New York. Hardaway gets it into Cade Cunningham. Cade on the move, bumps into Towns. Up in the air, dishes behind him. Hardaway for 3, and he hits another one. And the Pistons have their first lead at 40-39. Hardaway 4 for 4. Here goes Brunson barreling down. Schroeder sticking with him. Underneath the basket, reverse layup, blocked by Schroeder. Battle for the loose ball. Pistons get it. Schroeder to Cunningham. Cunningham to Hardaway. Heat check. Oh, he hits another one.
Why not, baby? Why not?
43-39 Detroit. Tim Hardaway. His dad's in the building, and Senior is probably cheering the loudest of anybody here. Timeout Knicks. 6:15 to go in the half. 43-39 Detroit on the Pistons Radio Network.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. That means win or lose, every bet you place brings you closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. So download the app using promo code RADIO-DYW. Place your first bet and you can double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Caesars Sportsbook. Don't just spectate, participate. Open to new users in Michigan who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for the full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Are you ready, Detroit? The Pistons are back to work in the 2025 NBA playoffs, and it's time to secure your membership for next season to experience the energy of Little Caesars Arena like never before. Lock in now to enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff priority pricing for upcoming rounds and access to our Meet the Team event. Visit Pistons.com/membership to get yours today.
What's your priority?
My priority? Making time for myself while taking care of everyone else.
Whoa! Mom, he won't share!
Oh.
The office keeps calling you. Do the kids have swim lessons later?
Sometimes I just need a breather. So I'm glad Priority Health's Wellbeing Hub connects me to support that helps me
give that back. Mom!
Balance my day.
With Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
Now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Hey, this is Brian Geltzeiler. Wake up early with me in 2007 NBA Coach of the Year, Sam Mitchell, every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern as we break down everything NBA on Channel 86.
Mark and Rick back with you. Kia brought you the break. Lender is the Airbnb of everything. Tools to party gear. Skip the store and rent what you need from people nearby, or turn your unused stuff into extra cash by listing it on the app. Download Lender today. That's Lendr on the App Store or Google Play. Between Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dennis Schroeder, they are 8 of 9 from three-point play.
And I tell you, it's a nice quarter to get the lead and try to extend it a little bit more. To get it to the hot people, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 16-6 quarter. I don't know what you're more pleased with as a coach, Rick. The offense or the fact you've held the Knicks to 6 points.
Yeah, I tell you, the one thing about it, it's a long game. And the Knicks came back on each game, the Pistons' last 2 games.
This thing, there was electricity in this building, and Knicks jumped out to the early lead, 8-1. The Pistons missed their first 7. And then suddenly that thing's turned around. A 20-11 New York lead was suddenly 20-20. They bumped it up to 28-20, and then the Pistons came back again. And that's what they've been doing.
A lot of fight.
We've had double technicals called. We've had a couple of minor little skirmishes.
Ben Wallace.
Big Ben in the building, getting a great hand, the Hall of Famer. Could use him in the game.
Big Ben Bell.
There we go. Knicks ball in their front court. Jalen Brunson will get it in. 5 points, couple of assists, 3 rebounds for him. Brunson on the right sideline, guarded by Schroeder. Brings it all the way to the left wing. Drops it in. Towns, quick first step move, and scores.
And they're getting the Towns the ball in this first half.
And now they're starting to get it to him inside. He's 3 out of 6 shooting threes. Cunningham on the right wing. Cut off by Towns. They're going to say he bodied up Cade Cunningham, and that'll be a foul. That's the same type of foul, really, that Harris committed.
Yeah.
He'll pick up his 3rd.
We also got Rip Hamilton in the house, too.
Oh, Rip's in the building.
Richard Hamilton.
Sorry, Richard to you. Cunningham gets it in. 43-41 Detroit. Dennis Schroeder with the ball. Screened by Duran. Schroeder on the attack. Shot up, shot in.
He's playing with so much poise.
Isn't he, though? And then a backcourt inbounds foul on Holland.
And that's the penalty.
Oh, that's a big mistake. The young fella's got to.
And I can see Luke Walton was frustrated.
I mean, you don't want to take away his aggressiveness, but you got to know when to kind of step off the pedal a little bit. And he definitely fouled him.
And being a rookie, he'll learn.
Yep. JB yelling out at Tim Hardaway about what he wants done here after the first free throw by Brunson. And that's a make. 45-42. Last time these two met in the playoffs, 1992. Knicks won that series 3-2. And there's a make. 45-43 Detroit. 5:37 to go in the opening half. Cade Cunningham on the dribble. Right side of the floor, Anunoby on it. Going to drive it inside the paint, blocked by Mikal Bridges. Holland gets it back, and he got tripped up making a little pirouette move on Bridges.
Yeah, get up here and knock these free throws down.
Up off the Piston bench, Paul Reed.
Yeah.
You don't want Duran picking up that third.
Foul, yeah.
No free throws, 8 of 10 for Detroit, 9 of 10 for New York.
So nobody can complain about that.
Nope. Brunson's attempted 2, Cade's attempted 1. That's a make. Good job, young fella. 46-43 Detroit. Now JD will take a seat. He had to play more minutes than he normally plays in that game 2. He ended up playing almost 37 minutes. And he knew that was going to happen with the injury to Stu. Second free throw, that's also good. So 47-43. Detroit by 4 in game 3. Josh Hart across the line, guarded by Hardaway. Now to Towns. Attacking and flipping it up and in. Boy, he is just overpowered.
He's being aggressive.
Yes, he is. 47-45. He's got 17 points. Cunningham out on the right wing. Crosses back to the right. Hesitates. Baseline over Anunoby. Drops off no good. Rebound Bridges. Knicks looking to tie or take the lead. Brunson has it. Slings one to the left corner. Bridges short. And the rebound to Schroeder. Pistons by 2 with the ball. Then is Schroeder on the attack. Drops it to Cade. And then to Schroeder to Reed. Boy, Knicks are all over the Pistons. Towns was muscling up Reed. Now Reed's in trouble. Finds Schroeder with 5 to shoot. Schroeder tried to throw it off Brunson and did, but only 3.3 seconds to shoot the ball as Schroeder's barking at Paul Reed. Cade saying, "No, come on, guys. Settle down." Thompson back in. Beasley back in. With 4:28 to go before the break. And Detroit leading 47-45. Cunningham quickly in. Hardaway, and Hart almost had it stolen and did. Anunoby saves it. And here comes Jalen Brunson. Stops, fires, and misses a 3. Hart got away with a foul. On the rebound, up top, Anunoby for 3.
That was a foul.
Sure looked like it. 48-47, the Knicks lead by 1.
I guess I don't know this game too well.
13 for Anunoby. Thompson to Beasley, up top to Reed. Towns slapping at him.
So Cade took a nice little shoulder turn.
So the Knicks get it back on the turnover.
Well, look at this one here.
Yeah, he gave him
a forearm. Yeah. Nice one.
So the Knicks by 1, 48-47. They're shooting 43%. Pistons just 39%. Bridges across the midcourt line. Goes right down the avenue on Paul Reed and scores.
Timeout.
And a timeout here with 3:42 to go. The Knicks have come back. They lead it 50-47 on the Pistons Radio Network.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for help. That's why when you contact us, we respond fast. You'll have help when you need it most. We're so responsive, we're winning awards. In 2021 and again in 2022, we won the Hennessy Digital Award for fastest responding law firm. Getting help quickly when you need help most, that's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. And we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game. And how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level. And ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, proud partner of the Detroit Pistons. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Mark and Rick, Kia, the official vehicle partner of the Pistons. And while we were at the break, Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad and assistant coach of the Knicks, and J.B. Bickerstaff going at it, yelling at one another. I'm not sure about what. Cade and Jalen Brunson were kind of there in the vicinity. I'll tell you what, I give a lot of credit to the officials here tonight. They've done a pretty good job here of trying to keep this thing under control. All right, Pistons down 3. Cunningham with the basketball. 11 points so far for Cade. Has one on the left sideline. Attacks. Bumped by Anunoby, but flips it up and in. Good attack there.
So smooth.
50-49 now, New York. 3:23 to go. Jalen Brunson with it. A 2-for-7 game so far. Fends off with his off arm a couple of times on Thompson. Now barrels into him underneath, and he gets the whistle.
Thompson, that's his first foul.
First foul on Asar.
He wasn't out there in that second.
Well, that's what Jalen Brunson does. I mean, in the playoffs, he's averaging 10.5 fouls drawn. And that was a trip.
A lot of players use that off arm.
I don't know. That view looked more like a Brunson stumble. But it's 2 free throws because the officials said it was. So Brunson at the line, 50-49, New York. And the lefty hits the first one.
You like those lefties, huh?
Had to get that in.
You're kind of partial, right?
51-49.
Mark, you're not left-handed, are you?
So's my lovely bride.
Wow. Two lefties in the house?
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a righty. I'm not coming to your house.
So Brunson for the second free throw. They've only missed one as a team. And
almost got him.
Almost got him. 52-49 New York. 3:14 still to go in a very entertaining first half. Cunningham with the basketball between the circles, guarded by Anunoby. Coming to get it Hardaway with Josh Hart on him.
Got him pushed up to the free throw line.
He does. And look out. There's a turnover. Anunoby racing up and scoring. Pistons, they can't hold that ball. They got to move it.
Yep. That's what Schroeder was doing a lot of.
54-49. So the Pistons now with 7 turnovers. Here's Cunningham against Mikal Bridges to the basket. No.
Got a block.
And here comes Brunson racing up the left wing and just barrels into nobody in particular. Yeah, that's an offensive foul. He was completely out of control on that one. He's wanting him to challenge. Meantime, the ball.
Challenging it.
So Tom Thibodeau is going to challenge the call. I can't see
it from that angle.
No. So they'll take a look at it here with 2:33 to go in the second period. Knicks back up by 5 now, 54-49.
It's a lot of...
Rolling on the floor is an offensive foul on Brunson. New York is challenging.
It's a lot of referee looking. And
the difference in this game right now, I mean, a lot of the numbers are very close, but the difference really, the Knicks have 20 points in the paint. Pistons only have 8. The Piston bench has outscored the Knicks bench 15-4, but that's not unusual because Thibodeau doesn't get a lot out of his bench. They don't play very many minutes. He's used 4 off the bench: McBride, Robinson, Payne, and Shamet.
I'm surprised they ain't playing Achua. He really hurt us last time the Knicks played.
Yeah, he hasn't played at all. They haven't gone any deeper than those 4 off the bench.
They got a savvy veteran in P.J. Tucker.
Well, there's a good. Yeah, Tim brought up a good question. Did Asar make contact?
I'm looking at it right now. He used his hip. Oh, got a little hip action there.
So that could be
after review. The first illegal contact on this play is delivered by Thompson to Brunson. Therefore, the ruling on the floor is overturned to a defensive foul on Thompson, proximate to the play.
That's the right call.
This is a successful challenge for New York. They retain their timeout and the right to challenge.
So everybody was concentrating on Beasley there.
He used that hip.
Yeah, that's clearly a foul.
Yeah, yep. From that angle, of course. And, you know, Zach Zarbat is the baseline official.
Well, Asar was certainly frustrated in Game 2 when he fouled out. I'm sure he watched plenty of tape. So that's 2 fouls on him. And the Knicks have the lead 54-49 with free throws coming.
You know, Mark, you pointed out something. The Pistons bench 15 points off the bench, but then you got your starters. Your front starters is only 3 points.
Yep. So Brunson makes. And the lead is growing now up to 6, 55-49. Game 4 Sunday right here at LCA. 1 o'clock start. Jalen Brunson, clutch player of the year. It's another one. 56-49. Pistons need to close this quarter, and we got a whistle.
OG Anunoby in the backcourt. They didn't even get the ball in.
That's a bad foul.
No, that was a bad foul. That OG and a good call by the ref.
Yeah, but a bad foul.
Bad foul.
Yeah.
Both coaches are really into these referees' ears.
Yeah, they're gonna be in for it. Thompson at the line. Meantime,
they might get mushroom ear in a little while.
First one on the way. Nope. First playoff series in Asar's young career. And I'm sure if you ask him, he'd say, yeah, it feels a little different down here.
Him and his brother. They're feeling.
Second one on the way, and that one's good. 56-50, the New York Knicks.
Thompson and, Karl Anthony Towns. I'm watching that one with him and Duran.
Josh Hart with the basketball now, guarded by Hardaway. Now it's into the hands of Brunson. Brunson bobbing and weaving. Goes into the left corner. Anunoby for 3, and it's good.
He's been the X factor for the Knicks right now.
Suddenly they're up by 9.
18 points.
I think Schroeder's going to have to play some heavy minutes in this game. 59-50. There's a pass that almost was stolen.
Come on, Bees.
Beasley for the sideline, way off the mark. Here come the Knicks. Fast break inside of 2 minutes. Towns, wild pass to Anunoby. No good for 3. Rebound Thompson.
All the way was one there.
59-50 New York. Josh Hart making moves. Thompson underneath the basket had it deflected by Anunoby. And I'll tell you, these Knicks are playing some serious defense.
Yes, they are.
Schroeder's come in. Thompson is out. Not happy.
Needs some scoring right now.
Yep.
Thompson only has 2 points.
38% shooting by Detroit. They just haven't been able to get any outside of Hardaway and Schroeder. Duran picks up his dribble. Now Towns jumps out on him. Off it goes to Cade, and he turned it over. Mikal Bridges on the break lays it in.
Turnovers.
Starting to mount up. Biggest lead for the Knicks, 61-50. Well, they have
turned it up defensively.
Yeah, they really have. And the Schroeder with the ball in between the circles. Beasley comes to get it. He's 0 for 6. Gives it to Duran with 5 to shoot. Flip it to Schroeder. Schroeder pump fake. They go to Duran. Down the lane. Blocked. That was not a good shot. Mikal Bridges sends it ahead to Anunoby in the paint. Up top Towns to Brunson to Bridges. And it's good for 3. And it's 64-50 New York. They're on a 14-1 run.
Didn't want to see that.
Nope. They come to play. Here's Cunningham. Right corner to Beasley.
Yes.
Finally gets one to go.
Yes.
3-pointer in the corner, and it's 64-53.
Finish this quarter strong.
Boy, did the Pistons need that. Brunson with it. 5 assists to go with 5 boards and 11 points. Brunson using the clock, about a 12-second differential. Now he's on the move. Left side, puts it up and banks it in.
Keep booing him.
66-53, New York. 66 points by New York. That's
a lot.
Way too many. Here's Cunningham on the move to the basket, blocked by Bridges. Towns with the save, no. And we have reached halftime. Well, the New York Knicks went on a 16-4 run to close the half. And now the Pistons have to dig out of a 13-point deficit in Game 3. 66-53 on the Pistons Radio Network.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health. official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/team docs.
When you want to bet on sports, played on a field or ice or courts,
Bet Rivers is the place.
over, under, money line, same game parlays, it's all fine.
We'll put a smile on your face. Bet Rivers Sportsbook is your home for chance, where you can experience the thrill of betting on the sports you love. Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Download the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you ready, Detroit? The Pistons are back to work in the 2025 NBA playoffs, and it's time to secure your membership for next season to experience the energy of Little Caesars Arena like never before. Lock in now to enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff priority pricing for upcoming rounds and access to our Meet the Team event. Visit Pistons.com/membership to get yours today.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. And we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game. And how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level. And ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, proud partner of the Detroit Pistons. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
This is the Detroit Pistons halftime show on the Pistons Radio Network. Here's your host, Chris Villar.
Welcome into the halftime show presented by Belfour Property Restoration. We're looking for the first postseason win in Little Caesars history tonight, Little Caesars Arena. And going up 2-1 in a playoff series would be a plus as well. The Pistons and Knicks series shifting to Detroit tonight. And so far, a big New York run in the final minutes gave them a double-digit lead, 66-53. So the home team will have to climb out of that hole in order to get it done. The first half looked pretty good for the boys during both games in New York. Shifting to the D, one thing was very, 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 very noticeable. The crowd was loud right out of the gate. It was a whiteout at the arena. The shirts say "Back to Work," and Mark and Rick were having trouble hearing each other during those introductions. A full house of Detroit fans letting them know just how behind them they are. Half the city lit up blue this morning in support of the run. It's been very, very cool. A.J. Hinch and several Tigers in the house. Rose and Weber both there. And Rip Hamilton spotted. Ben Wallace getting a gong as well. Tons of support. Now, one injury note in this one, Isaiah Stewart is still sitting this game out. He was out for Monday's game 2 with knee inflammation. Came into tonight questionable, but ultimately is not on the floor for this one. But with that, let's check the first half rundown to see how it all went down. Now, after Cade gathered the opening tip, the two teams traded misses back and forth. Then Jalen Brunson earned some boo birds from the crowd. That would be an ongoing theme. And eventually, Bridges hit a 3 to get the scoring started, and we would be underway with New York striking first. Well, things would get started a little chippy out there. Rick loved to see it. No love lost between the teams, it would seem. And we'd have a quick timeout from J.B. Bickerstaff as they began the game 0 for 7 from the floor. And a Sarr free throw, the only point during an 8-1 start for the Knicks after 2.5 minutes. A bit skittish out of the gate. Now, after that timeout, the scoreboard started lighting up both ways. Cade started cooking, 3 balls dropping on each side. And then they got a 6-point play when Tim Hardaway took a flagrant foul by Brunson, made the free throws, then capitalized on the bonus possession.
Cunningham with the ball up top now for Detroit. Off to Hardaway, and he hits another one for 3.
6-point play.
How about that? 20-17. Pistons cut it to 3.
Yeah, that was part of a 9-0 run by Detroit to tie the game at 20 with 5 minutes to go in the period. But it is a game of runs, and the Knicks went back up 8. Then the Pistons answering right back to make it a 1-point game. Dennis Schroeder, another huge 3. Deja vu from Monday, just a lot earlier this time. One big problem, though, Paul Reed getting real worked up during a spat with Towns, a fight almost breaking out. Now, eventually, a double tech was handed out, so Reed will have to be careful. Can't afford to lose any more front court depth with Stu not out there. When the dust cleared in the opening quarter, the Knicks scored 5 straight and led 33-27. Harris and Beasley struggling with their shots, a combined 0 for 7 at that point, though Hardaway led the way with a dozen. Now, Ron Holland would actually start on the floor in the second quarter. He, Schroeder, Beasley joining Duren and Harris. Dennis hit another triple, but otherwise pretty sloppy play from both teams. Around the 8-minute mark, we saw absolute chaos out there in both directions. Guys falling down, trying to save the ball. Interceptions, a big block by Holland, several steals, missed open threes, and eventually Cade would hit a mid-range jumper to get Detroit back within 2, 39-37. Then Hardaway would hit his 4th triple, give the boys their first lead of the night, and he was not done.
Brunson barreling down. Schroeder sticking with him. Underneath the basket, reverse layup, block. Cunningham to Hardaway. Heat check. Oh, he hits another one.
The roof came off the building there. Loud redefined. 5 threes for TH3, 43-39 with 6 minutes to play. Now, here's where things would go the wrong direction. The final minutes, almost in the blink of an eye, New York firing off a 21-3 run. Beasley was able to get a shot to go. Finally, maybe that would get him going here, but the Knicks did own a 66-53 lead as they went into the locker room, and that is where we are right now. Now, the individual statistics in this one so far, Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley, they are laboring right now. Harris, 0 for 4 for no points. Beasley hit that 1-3 at the end, but he's still 1 for 7 from the game. The guys that are doing all the scoring, Dennis Schroeder off the bench has 13. Also, Cade Cunningham with 13. 18 points for Tim Hardaway. He is 5 for 5 from downtown. The other starters, Asar Thompson, is still struggling out there. 10 minutes, just 2 points. A few rebounds and a couple of assists, though. Jalen Duren, not doing a whole lot in his 18 minutes. He's got 2 points, a couple of rebounds, and a couple of assists, trying to get those offensive boards and clog up the lanes if he can. Ron Holland came in for 8 minutes, scored 2 points. Malik Beasley, those 3. And Paul Reed, no points in 6 minutes of play, and a near fight out there as well. Now, on the other side, the Knicks starters are the ones that are getting it done. Karl Anthony Towns, 17 points, 18 for Anunoby, 10 for Mikal Bridges, and 13 for Jalen Brunson. Although he is getting all the boo birds, he is still being productive, though just 3 of 8 from the floor. He's gone to the free throw line and made 6 of those. So far in this game, the Pistons shooting 38%, the Knicks shooting 50% from the floor. They led by as many as 14 in this one. Right now, they're up 13, 66-53 at Little Caesars Arena. Now, coming up, we'll take a look at the other scores in the NBA and what's coming up in the playoffs with Around the Association. That's next. You're listening to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour.
Attention all Mega Millions players. Your new $5 Mega Millions update is installing now. Initiating accelerated Mega Fun upgrade with larger starting jackpots, commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete. Online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
What's your priority? My priority? Making time for myself while taking care of everyone else.
Whoa! Mom, he won't share!
Oh. The office keeps calling you. Do the kids have swim lessons later?
Sometimes I just need a breather. So I'm glad Priority Health's Wellbeing Hub connects me to support that helps me
give that back. Mom!
Balance my day.
With Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Our firm has helped recover over $3.5 billion by fighting and winning one case at a time for over 50 years. We listen, fight for what you deserve, and you don't pay until we win, because nobody fights harder. There are over 3.5 billion reasons to get the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. That means win or lose, every bet you place brings you closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. So download the app using promo code RADIO-DYW. Place your first bet and you can double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Caesars Sportsbook. Don't just spectate, participate. Open to new users in Michigan who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for the full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to the Halftime Show, presented by Belfour Property Restoration. The last time the Pistons and Knicks met in the first round of the playoffs was 1992. New York took that series, and the boys would love to turn those tables here in front of a white-out crowd. So far, they have work to do. They're down 66-53 with a rough final few minutes of that second quarter. But with that, let's take a look around the association. And right before game time tonight, the NBA did announce their Defensive Player of the Year. They gave it to Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers, beating out Draymond Green and Dyson Daniels. The Pistons still have Cade Cunningham up for Most Improved Player, and J.V. Bickerstaff is a finalist for Coach of the Year. We'll find out soon if any hardware is handed out to this team for their accomplishments this year. Two other games on the slate tonight, both of them later. The Thunder and Grizzlies shifting gears to Memphis as the Grizzlies try to put up any sort of fight against OKC. The Clippers and Nuggets will play the first game at the Intuit Dome in California. Those games are at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. And taking a look around the playoffs, the series so far. In the East, the Cavaliers are up 2-0 on the Heat. The Pacers lead the Bucks 2-0. Celtics up 2-0 on the Magic. The West a little bit more competitive. Nuggets and Clippers are tied at 1-1. Lakers and Timberwolves the same. Also 1-1 split between the Rockets and Warriors. But the Thunder, again, up 2-0 on those Grizzlies. Also coming up tonight, they're taking a backseat to the Pistons, but the Lions in the spotlight. The NFL Draft is happening in Green Bay. They're slated to pick number 28 overall. Right now at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons in a hole 66-53. Coming up the second half as you're listening to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/team docs.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. And we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game, and how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level and ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, proud partner of the Detroit Pistons. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Attention all Mega Millions players. Your new $5 Mega Millions update is installing now. Initiating accelerated Mega Fun upgrade with larger starting jackpots commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete. Online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Welcome back to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour Property Restoration. The Pistons snapped a 15-game playoff losing skid earlier in the week, and they'd love to earn a first postseason win at LCA tonight. But after a brutal final 5 minutes of that second quarter, the boys will have to scrap out of a deficit. They're down 66-53, and for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Mark Champion and Rick Mahorn. Rick, what happened during that final stretch? Where did the momentum change?
Not a lot of ball movement. I thought it was not a lot of ball movement, but also I thought, after they were up in that third period, 20 to 6 or 16-6 in the beginning, but then it was like all of a sudden it seemed like New York became the aggressor. So you got to make sure that you take care of the basketball but also rebound the ball. And you got to get that front court for the Pistons going.
Yeah, 4 points between Thompson, Harris, and Duren, while the Knicks front court, Hart, Anunoby, and Towns have 39 points. And then Brunson, pretty decent job on Brunson, 13. 5 assists, 5 boards with 3 of 8 shooting. Towns had 17 in that first half. The Pistons got to get back, I think, to Tim Hardaway Jr., 5 for 5 from three-point range, Rick.
Yeah, you got to continue to get it to the hot men. If a guy's hot, give it to him.
Yeah.
You get away from them, then they just like, okay, now you want to give me the ball. You got to have that. I know you want to get Malik Beasley going, but if he's not going, the shooter's going to keep shooting.
Well, Pistons had those back-to-back threes. They were up 43-39, and then suddenly the Knicks just took over, outscored them 27-10 the rest of the way. So we'll see what Pistons have got. Hey, we got to have a shout-out. You realize in this building tonight we have 3 Hall of Fame broadcasters, George Blaha, Mike Breen, and Kevin Harlan.
Wow.
How about that? 3
That's
Hall
nice.
of Famers. Pretty good. And great guys. All right. Down 13. Not insurmountable, as we know.
No, it isn't. You just got to come out. You don't get the ball.
All right, so the Knicks have it to begin the third as they're going left to right. Jalen Brunson guarded by Asar Thompson. Off it goes to Mikal Bridges. Hardaway locked up on him. Left sideline, Brunson on the move. Thompson sticking with him, though. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Towns with it. Fires and missed badly. Good stop. Here's Cunningham, 13 first half points with 4 assists.
Got to get Tobias Harris going.
Top to Hardaway, swing it over to Thompson. Thompson driving a kick. Here's Duren down the avenue for the bucket.
Nice to see him get it going.
66-55, New York just underway in the third, game 3.
That's his first bucket.
Brunson directing traffic off to Anunoby at 18 in the first half. Now Towns out of the right wing. Drops it inside to Anunoby. Backing down the smaller Thompson with a fadeaway. That's no good. Another stop. Cunningham right to left. Stops up top. Fires a 3. Nope. Had a good look at it. Hart with a rebound, and he took a shot in the kidney and just kept going. Towns with a pump fake. There he goes. Barreling down the lane for the layup, and he got it.
Duren has 2 fouls. Got to meet him early.
68-55. Towns is a handful when he gets going.
He's going tonight.
Cunningham with the basketball. 6 out of 16 shooting. Got it to Duren up top, and he flips it back to Cade with Anunoby on it. Cunningham weaving against Towns. Puts it up, falling down and hits. Hard-earned bucket, 68-57 New York. 10-12 to go in the third. Brunson will walk it across the timeline. Towns setting a screen. Brunson to the right wing against Cade now. Slings it back. Towns for 3, and it's off the front.
One and done.
Cunningham with another board. Across the line he comes. Pistons inching their way back. Hardaway. Hardaway attacks to a cutting Thompson. Back out. Hardaway for 3. Good!
Get it to the score.
Keep feeding Tim Hardaway Jr.
Timeout.
With 9:44 to go in the third, it's 68-60 New York on the Pistons Radio Network.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for help. That's why when you contact us, we respond fast. You'll have help when you need it most. We're so responsive, we're winning awards. In 2021 and again in 2022, we won the Hennessy Digital Award for fastest responding law firm. Getting help quickly when you need help most, that's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
Looking to shop verified sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more? Tap in with StockX, the premier marketplace for buying and selling the hottest releases in current culture. From the greatest grails to the latest trends, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Plus, every item you order from us is StockX verified, backed up by our buyer promise. So download the app or sign up online. Join the millions who already know, because Detroit got it on StockX. Start your shopping today on StockX.com.
Mark and Rick, Kia brought you the break. The Pistons mobile app, your go-to source, all things Pistons. See the schedule, scores, and behind-the-scenes content. Download it today in the App Store. And Piston fans, the action doesn't stop when the game clock hits 0 at BetMGM. When the home team scores 55 points by halftime, then you score a $5 casino bonus on Pistons Ultimate Hoops Lucky Tap. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help. Must be 21 plus, Michigan only. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Well, Pistons are inching their way back, down 68-60. They've got a couple of defensive stops. They've outscored the Knicks 7-2 to start the period.
That's the thing. You just got to chip away at this lead. New York can't let them figure something out, even though Karl Anthony Towns is attacking.
This is a big game for New York when you think about it. They lose this game. Now they're down 2-1. With another game here on Sunday, they could be down potentially 3-1 going back to New York. Well, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s had it going. He's missed one shot all night. He's hit all 6 of his three-point attempts and all 3 of his free throws. Has 21 points
Feed
so far.
the beast, man. Feed the beast.
Keep giving it to him. No question about that. Hardaway's career high in the playoffs was 28 points. Tim Jepsky finding that out.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, you continue to give it to him.
Knicks bench has only 4 points, all 4 by Cameron Payne. Piston bench with 18, 13 of it by Dennis Schroeder.
Well, Josh Hart is not scoring in that starting lineup, but he's 2 for 3.
But he does have 7 assists and 5 rebounds. He's a terrific rebounder.
Veteran ball club. But like you said, they play him a lot of minutes.
Yeah, they're starters. It's amazing how many minutes they play. Brinson now with it, coming left to right. 9:38 to go in the third. Coming to get it, Mikal Bridges, guarded by Hardaway. Left hand in the face of Bridges. Slides it over to Brunson, 7 to shoot.
Out of holding.
Cade trying to stay squared up on Brunson. Moves right, fires a 3, spins out. Good defense by Cade. They're with a rebound ahead to Harris up the right wing, down 8. Now Hardaway from the sideline picks up Josh Hart. There's a floater into Harris against Brunson. Harris with a turnaround shot, and he can't get it to go. Duren with a putback, and it's 68-62. 6-point game. Inching back. We were down by 13 at the break. Brunson slings one to Anunoby. Pump fakes Cade. Drives down the avenue. And he got spilled to the floor.
That's on Asar. That's 3 on him.
Yep. That is the call.
Can't challenge it either.
No challenges left for JB, who is pleading with Zach Sarba about something. So Anunoby will head at the free throw line.
You know, it's nice to see guys at halftime like Lindsey Hunter and John Long, James Edwards.
Yeah. All here supporting their team.
All those champions right there.
Yes, sir. Free throws a make, and Anunoby's second one is a make as well. So it's 70-62.
Some of them multiple champions.
Thompson up the right sideline for Detroit. In the home white. Out top to Cunningham with Bridges on him. Cade to the left, being roughed up by Josh Hart. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Cade on the attack. Left elbow fadeaway shot is no good. Bridges with a rebound. Knicks by 8 on the break up the right wing. To the trailing Towns.
No ball movement.
Up to Brunson. Pistons only have 11 assists. Brunson missing a 3. Rebound to Duren. 8:10 to go in the third. 70-62 Knicks in game 3. Cunningham with it. Slings one inside to Duren, and he scores. Nice block by Brunson.
Tried to sell a charge.
70-64 now inside of 8 minutes in the third. Duren's come alive. There's a turnover. Thompson streaking ahead and scores. And that foul in the play.
And is that what do they call that break where the defender there?
Josh Hart picked up the foul. No, that one was right at the rim. I don't think there was anything there. The thing I was worried about was whether it knocked him off balance or not. Thompson his shoe came off, so had to head to the pits and get a new tire. So Lasar with 4 assists, 3 rebounds.
There's that stat sheet.
At halftime, no steals yet. Did have a deflection. Still trying to get his shoe as they're wiping up the perspiration out of the lane. 7:48 to go in the third. 70-66. Pistons are within 4. Thompson got it. Stuff it in. 3-point game. So the Pistons on a 14-4 run. Brunson with it. Good show by Harris. Brunson keeps his dribble. Now to Bridges on the right elbow against Hardaway.
Travel.
And a travel. Hardaway grabs the ball away from Bridges and says, give it to me, we're going to push. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 21, Cade with 15, 5 boards, 5 assists. Cunningham gives it to Duren. Up top against Towns. Shoves him away. Back to Cunningham with 9 to shoot. Comes up top, pick and roll. Underneath, Duren with the extra pass. And a Thompson dunk. And it's a 1-point game. 70-69.
That's the Pistons basketball I like seeing, the ball movement.
Karl Anthony Towns to Anunoby. And down he goes, Buffalo. And did he turn it over? No, they say off Detroit. 13 on the shot clock, 7 to go in the third. Pistons have fought back. Down 13 at the break. Now down just 1. In game 3. What a game this has been. Brunson looking to get it in. A 3 for 10 night for him so far. Sends in the bounce pass to Bridges. Out to Towns. Pump fakes from the left wing. Drives, slips it back to Bridges. Bridges driving to the rim. There's a foul. Duren blocked it, but there was a whistle ahead of that.
Cade got him on the arm before he released the ball.
That would be his third. So Mikal Bridges will head to the line. He came over in a trade that involved 4 number 1 draft picks. As he hits the free throw. Of course, they had 4. They call them the Villanova Mafia when they had DiVincenzo here to go along with Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. It's a pretty good foursome.
They're still even shooting commercials with all 3 of them in there. Giving them the Villanova hat.
72-69 on the makes. New York with the lead. Here's Cunningham going baseline. Underneath the basket, reverse layup, no whistle. And Tom Thibodeau not happy with Nick Booker, who was the outside official.
And I'm glad they called him more fouls early because get guys all uptight.
So the foul on Karl Anthony Towns. It's 2 on him. So Cunningham to the free throw line. He's only attempted one free throw tonight. Hits the first one, and it's 72-70. In game 2, Cade was 10 of 12 at the line, and Thibodeau was arguing and barking and about that.
Growling and graveling.
Second free throw good, 72-71. Knicks by 1, 6:40 in the third. Brunson works his way against Thompson up the left sideline. Floats a high pass to Towns. Towns against Duren. Oh, what a move by Towns. And he banks it in and got a foul.
Ooh,
now that was an impressive move.
He went on attack as soon as he touched that ball.
74-71. Towns with 21. I don't know if he's got 20. So their front court, 45 points. Piston front court, 15 points.
And he's going, every time Towns touches the ball, he's going left.
Remember, he only took 3 shots in the entire second half, none in the fourth quarter. So he has already put up 4 here in this third. And we'll try to add to it here with the free throw. Makes that one, so it's 75-71 New York.
Knicks have only missed 1 free throw.
Towns now 5 of 5. Cunningham to Harris. Bridges out on him. Duren way out of the right wing. Picks up the dribble, needs some help. Normally he's not there, and that's going to be a New York foul. It's a silly one on Towns.
See, Duren, that's 3 on Cat, but Duren did the same thing that Mikal Bridges did, and they called the travel because he's still moving that pivot foot. Got away with one.
Pistons have 8 turnovers, the Knicks have 6. And it goes to Cade Cunningham, 17-point night. To Duren, to Cade. Left side, trying to inch underneath the basket, finds Thompson, but he brought that ball down and turned it over. Not so sure the pass should have been thrown. Here's Bridges. And now Anunoby's going to step into one. High off the rim. Duren swoops in for his 6th rebound. 75-71 Knicks. Thompson up top. Here's Hardaway. Missed his first 3, but Harris rebounds. Now Cunningham has it. Back to Tobias. Right side to Tim Hardaway Jr. One dribble, and now it is stolen by Josh Hart.
Foul.
And a foul on Harris. Boy, the Pistons have got to do a better job on those passes.
Moving the ball.
Yeah. So 5:33 to go. So Harris, with his 4th foul, has yet to score in this game. Major factor in it. Beasley's only scored 3 points. So the Knicks have it. Schroeder in, pokes it away from Brunson. Brunson picks it up, and that's an 8 count. And a great job by Dennis Schroeder, forcing the Knicks turnover. We've had several of those tonight where the Pistons turn it over, the Knicks give it right back. 75-71 New York. Cade Cunningham with the basketball up top. Pick and roll. Duren flying in for the dunk, and it's a 2-point game.
Classic Cade Duren. Timeout.
Knicks with a timeout. 5:15 in the third. It's the Knicks 75 and the Pistons 73 on the Pistons Radio Network.
Pretzel Crust is back at Little Caesars, and fans are excited. Even my pet sheep is pumped. It's back. It sure is. That delicious buttery flavored pretzel crust is back. It's back. Yep, you're right. That delicious cheddar cheese sauce is back. Pretzel Crust is back for $6.99 at Little Caesars. Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations for a limited time. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Pizza.
When you're looking to play, Bet Rivers will make your day.
Take a chance, you'll see.
You like slots, we've got lots. Blackjack, roulette, take your shot.
It's where you want to be. Bet Rivers Online Casino is your home for chance. With hundreds of slots, live table games, and more. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Check out the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
The best in-depth basketball talk every weekday is Give and Go with Worldwide Wob, Rob Perez, and Antonio Daniels from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern on NBA Radio Channel 86.
Our champion Rick Mahorn, Kia brought to the break. Fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood, a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching your favorite team in real life, especially during the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster. Get 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google tickets at Ticketmaster. No better brag than being able to say you were at the playoffs live.
Well,
Two-point game here, Rick.
And the Pistons outscored the Knicks 20-9 in this period. But remember something in that second period. It was, what was it, 20?
It was 16-6 start to that period.
Started that, so.
And the Knicks went on a run to close the half, led by 13. But now the Pistons have come back. That kind of game as Rip Hamilton is sitting right next to Ben Wallace and Arn Tellem.
Yes, sir.
I knew I was going to hear that. So we got ourselves a heck of a game here with 5:15 to go in the third. Thompson out there with Hardaway, Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, who played the entire first quarter. Schroeder is hounding Brunson across the line. Already got him to commit an 8-second infraction earlier. Brunson near midcourt. Slings a fastball to Towns. Back to Brunson. Brunson with a pull-up on the baseline. No good. Rebound Cunningham. Pistons can tie it. There's a bounce pass to Duren. Skip to the left corner. Hardaway, the former Knick, and he misses in front of the Knicks bench. 75-73 New York. Hart to Towns. Good. Bangs in a three.
That was a big shot.
He has had a huge game. 25 and 6 boards, 4 triples. 78-73 New York. It's their 10th triple. Pistons have 11. Cunningham, Duren, pick and roll, dunk for JD.
Well, Towns is jumping out with a pick and roll. And I tell you, I love the way that Cade Cunningham always knows he's there.
Duren with a 10-point third period. Kel Bridges with it, left side of the floor, got 2 on him, drives and scores and got fouled.
Was that a Schroeder move as well?
They called out on Hardaway, I think. So 80-75, just when you think you hadn't. Beasley now will come in for Asar Thompson. Leak with just 1 triple in the game, only 3 points. Really struggled here in the playoffs with their shooting. And so Bridges at the line. Danny's career, drafted by Philly, was traded draft night to Phoenix. He's the 10th pick of the draft back in 18. Free throw on the way is good.
Only missed one.
81-75 New York. And Schroeder now on the point. Cade gets it against Anunoby. Cade gets free from a couple of Knicks defenders. Has it on the right sideline. Trying to attack. Kicks to Schroeder. Pump fakes Anunoby out of the way. Fires and no good. Duren trying to get it, but out of bounds off JD. Knicks will get it. That was a good-looking shot by Schroeder, man. That was really on line.
It's good.
So 3:44 to go in the third, and the Knicks have the 6-point lead, 81-75. Pistons need a stop here. Jalen Brunson brings it across. Screen by Towns. Brunson with a 15-footer, good, and a foul.
Showing right. Got to have a landing spot for him.
83-75. Pistons not able to get the stops when they need them, or the buckets when they need them at the other end. So it's just been a little frustrating. Paul Reed's going to have to check into the lineup.
Duran has 4.
So Duran 4, Harris 4, Hardaway and Cunningham and Thompson all with 3. Now Mitchell Robinson's going to come in.
He's a tall dude, man.
And, you know,
reminds me of John Sadler.
He's listed at 7 foot, but I think he's taller than that. Now, why do we have play held up here? All these playoff games have been long.
Well, it was an hour and 17 minutes.
So Brunson at the line. The lead is 8 now for New York. Their biggest lead, 14. And Brunson makes. So it's 84-75. This is going to have to come up with another run here. Cade Cunningham just 7 of 18 shooting. Has the ball between the circles. Hardaway comes to get it. Cut off by Mitchell Robinson. Out to Cunningham. 10 to shoot. Cade barreling in. Up in the air. Nice save by Reed, who's fouled and will shoot 2. That was a heck of a save.
It was a heck of a bailout. Got caught in the air.
So Paul Reed will head to the line again. No Isaiah Stewart. No word on whether he might be available on Sunday. He was listed as questionable throughout the day and then ruled out. Free throws to make by P. Reed. 84-76. Reed played well up in New York in game 2.
He did.
His defense, that in and out on the free throw, but Cade almost had that thing, but Josh Hart able to take it away. Now Brunson up the left wing. Jalen Brunson. Crossover, ball loose. He picks it back up. Now drops it to Anunoby. Anunoby to the left baseline jumper. Good.
He's been kind of the X factor, Mark.
And now they're up double figures, 86-76. Cunningham up top, and there's a bad foul by Deuce McBride. Beasley, the recipient. Ron Holland will come back into the lineup momentarily as soon as the first free throw is attempted here. So Malik Beasley still trying to find that shooting touch that led him to a career best 319 threes during the regular season.
And I'm kind of mad that he didn't get that 6th Man of the Year award.
Well, the Ant-Man decided to play and cashed in as the free throws are made. 86-77 as Holland comes in.
The Ant-Man?
So, second one coming for Beasley. Anthony Edwards.
He got 6th Man?
No, I'm saying the 3-point shooting.
Oh. I was saying
Edwards
6th Man.
Ended up with the most 3-pointers. Second free throws a make, 86-78. No, that should be Bees on the 6th man, but instead it went to Peyton Pritchard, so good for him. Jalen Brunson down with it. Puts it on the floor, left sideline. Schroeder's on him. Brunson still with a dribble, skips it to McBride. Jump shot is off the rim, and the rebound to Paul Reed. Pistons trail by 8. Cunningham again with it. Couldn't get it to Beasley. Kay to the right sideline dribble. Beasley comes to get it. Beasley on the attack. Throws it up. No. Reed, offensive rebound. Sends it to Schroeder. Up top to Beasley, and he missed a 3. Man, oh man. Long outlet pass. Beasley deflected it. That's a heck of a play.
Yes, it was.
Because Anunoby had an easy dunk. Beautiful. I didn't know bees could get up that high. So a minute 56 to go in the third. Pistons down 86-78. They made it really interesting. Had it to 72-71, but there's an inbounds and a whistle. And Bruce McBride thought he got fouled. Holland over there being aggressive like he normally is. So we'll try it again. Anunoby's going to get it in. Flips it to Brunson, guarded by Holland. Brunson to Anunoby's had a big night. 22 points. Got him bottled up off to Brunson. 7 to shoot, and he will. And the three off the front. Out of bounds to New York, they say.
You can't challenge it because you don't have a challenge.
No, you don't. 14 on the shot clock. A minute 42 to go in the third. Pistons at 42% shooting on the night. Knicks 47. Brunson from the right baseline. Into Anunoby. Look out. Bodies flying all over the place. Anunoby to the basket. Missed it. Robinson missed on the putback. Reed with a rebound. Here's Holland. Holland with Hart down there. And we get a whistle. And Holland never thinks that there's a defender there. He just barrels in. A foul on Josh Hart. Yeah, he does.
Got to make these free throws, though.
Pistons have missed 4 at the line. Thompson has missed 2 of them. So Ron Holland played 81 games. Most by a Piston rookie since Kyle Singler as he hits the free throw.
Oh, Kyle Singler. Remember that name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dookie. That was way back in the 2012-13 season. Played all 82 games. There's 11 guys this year played all 82, I think. Second free throws to make it. It's 86-80. Knicks for the lead. Minute 30 to go. And there's Holland again trying to pester Deuce McBride as he brings it across. Got it to Brunson. Robinson trying to screen Schroeder. Brunson goes to the corner, and Anunoby comes up short. Schroeder with a rebound. Pistons want to run. Up the left wing he comes. Corner to Holland. Holland for 3. No. And it's slapped down. Brunson's got it, and now the Knicks have a break. Brunson all the way to the rim, and that's goaltender. Reed a little late.
But I like the way his aggressiveness.
88-80 with a minute left in the third period.
Yeah, it was up on the board.
Cade letting the ball roll here. He picks it up. Cunningham just 7 of 18 shooting in this game. Up top, there's Holland down the lane, and he got knocked down to the surface. He saw a lane, he took it, paid the price. And free throws coming. Brunson picks up the foul. So that's 3 on him. So more important free throws here for Ron Holland II. I realize he's still 19 years old.
19.
How about that?
19 now, still in college.
Free throws to make. Well,
you were too.
I was. 88-81 New York. Holland with 5 and a couple of rebounds off the Piston bench. And he's hit all 6 of his free throws. 88-82 New York. Got to close him out here in this third. Deuce McBride will bring it across for the Knicks. Guarded by Holland. McBride back up to the Piston logo. Good hard screen. Now they trap him. McBride almost turned it over. Got it to Josh Hart. Hart sends it to Anunoby. Anunoby shot blocked by Cunningham with 4.7 seconds to go on the shot clock.
And he's looking for a foul. Pistons are being aggressive.
Got to play 4.7 seconds of defense here now. Brunson's going to inbound it from the left baseline. Schroeder will guard him.
A lot of holding right now.
Brunson looking. Gets it in, left corner, Deuce McBride for 3. 91-82 New York. Holy mackerel.
It's only the 7th point. 7 points from the bench.
Cade Cunningham with the basketball. Quieted down the crowd. Cunningham bounce pass. There goes Holland again, barreling to the basket. Puts it up. No. Reed comes down with it. And he got fouled. Finally got a call. I thought Holland got fouled too. So free throws coming for Paul Reed.
Thank you, Nick Buford.
During the season, Reed got to the free throw line and made 76% of them.
He's 2 for 2 tonight.
18.5 seconds to go, third period. Pistons down 9 to the Knicks. Knicks trying to get the lead back, and Reed misses. Thompson back for Detroit. Towns and Bridges in.
Offense for defense.
Well, Beasley only a 1 for 9 shooting night. Takes the seat. Harris 0 for 5 in this game. Well, the scoring has had to come from some other areas. Got it from Hardaway, that's for sure. 21.
13 from Schroeder.
Second one on the way for Reed, and he makes that one. So it's a 91-83 Knicks lead. Still time for them. Jalen Brunson will bring it across. 18, 6 boards, 7 assists. Guarded by Dennis Schroeder. Down to 7. Now 6 and 5. Brunson to Bridges. Bridges, baseline jumper over Reed is short. Hart puts it back up and in. Nobody blocked him out.
Hardest working man in show business right now.
That's a killer.
8 rebounds.
Well, the Knicks led by 13 at the half. They lead by 10 after 3. 93-83 on the Pistons Radio Network.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. That means win or lose, every bet you place brings you closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. So download the app using promo code RADIO-DYW. Place your first bet and you can double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Caesars Sportsbook. Don't just spectate, participate. Open to new users in Michigan who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for the full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
But seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
You have one new message from the Detroit Pistons.
Hey, chat. Read message.
Want to stay up to date on all things Detroit basketball? Tell me to text Pistons to 41518 and get instant updates straight to your mobile device. Get notified about exclusive retail drops, enter to wins, theme nights, giveaways, and more. Do you want to opt in?
Hey, chat. Yes. Text Pistons to 41518.
Mark and Rick Kia, the official vehicle partner of the Pistons. The New York Knicks rallied back after the Pistons had cut it down to 1 at 72-71, but they just couldn't expand it, and the Knicks rallied back and now lead it 93-83 through 3 in that second quarter. Pistons shot the ball better, 47%. Duran had 10 points in the period.
And remember, I told you at that particular time, the Pistons, what was the score? They had like 20 to 9, and it ends up being 27-30.
Yeah. Knicks team is good. I don't know how deep, hopefully the Pistons are going to stop them right now. But their starters play so many minutes. Their bench tonight just 7 points. Piston bench 26 points. Again, both coaches have tightened the rotation to 9 players. All right. It's going to be Holland and Schroeder. Beasley back in there. I got a feeling Beasley's going to get hot here in this quarter.
Hey, Schroeder keeps shooting.
Duran and Cunningham complete the 5 on the floor. Cameron Payne out there. Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, and also Mikal Bridges. Mitchell Robinson trying to rough up Duran, and there's a throwaway by Cade Cunningham.
They read that one, the pick and roll.
Yeah. Turnover in the opening possession. Payne with it, floats it to Towns on the left side against Beasley. Towns barreling in, his pass knocked away and turned over. Cade out on the break. Ahead Beasley.
Oh! That's how you get your game on, son.
Holy mackerel. Piston bench going nuts on that one.
I'm going nuts over here.
93-85 New York. Payne trying to get it to Towns, being hooked by Beasley. Out top to Payne. The lefty was going to launch it. Now he'll drive it, float it, and miss it.
Duran with a foul.
It's going to be 5.
5 on him.
Harris and Reed both up off the Piston bench. 11:03 to go in the game. 93-85 New York. Holland will take a seat, and Duran not happy with Zach Zarba. Duran with 12 points, 6 boards, and 3 assists. Will have to take a seat for a while. Payne to get it in for the left sideline. And there's a foul on Beasley.
Mm-hmm. Right in front of the ref. I like the aggressiveness.
See, the thing that irritates coaches and players is they don't call that, and then now they start calling that.
Well, he had
consistency. Here's Anunoby. Boy, good job by Cade staying on him. Now Towns has it, 3 to shoot. Towns using that off arm, and there's another whistle.
Cade with his hand in the cookie jar. That's his 4th. If it's on Cade. Yeah, he got all hand and arm.
So another sideline out for the New York Knicks. Pistons picking up fouls. That's 3 already. Mitchell Robinson flips it to Anunoby. Double team pass. Robinson almost travels. They shovel it out top to Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive. Lob is thrown away. I don't know what that was. Outlet ahead is Schroeder. Good job by Bridges getting back. Now Cunningham whirls to the right with a jump shot and hits.
One at a time.
93-87 New York. 10:22 to go. Cameron Payne with the ball for the Knicks. At 4 in the opening half. He accounted for all the bench points. Here's Mikal Bridges against Schroeder. Gathers, fires, and drops it in. Soft shooter's touch there. 95-87 New York. Bridges now with 17. Cunningham for the right side of the floor. And we get a whistle. Sean Wright.
At least, I mean, they're calling on them on both sides.
Payne picks that one up. Hardaway's going to come back. And Hart will come back for New York. So for the Knicks, you got Towns with 25, Anunoby 22, Brunson 18 and 7 assists, 17 for Mikal Bridges. Their 4 starters. Hart with 8 assists and 8 rebounds.
And he gives OG Anunoby no, he didn't give him a break.
Schroeder with the ball up top for Detroit. Gives it off to Beasley. Tough shot from the right baseline, and he got it to go. 95-89 New York, 9:40 left. Pistons need some stops here. Payne looking to post up. Got it to Bridges, and Schroeder caught up and knocked it away. Went for the steal initially. Mitchell Robinson getting ready to come back into the lineup for New York.
He didn't even... Mitchell Robinson wasn't even at the scorer's table.
Yeah, he just walked up and walked in.
And they just get... Come on.
Anunoby will take a seat for New York. Payne for the right baseline. 12 on the shot clock. Flips it into Mitchell Robinson. Back to Cameron Payne to Towns. Harris on him. Towns got by him. Blows into the basket. Missed it. Ball comes down on a deflection to Tim Hardaway. 95-89 New York. 9:20 to go. Dennis Schroeder with it between the circles. Payne is all over him, inflicting some pain. Now to Harris on the left wing. Harris drives baseline and puts a shot up. No. Rebound. Reed.
Clean up aisle 7.
95-91. Paul Reed making something happen. Got 6 rebounds. Josh Hart on the right side. And we got a whistle. What do we have going
Cameron
here?
Payne and
a little activity. Yeah. Schroeder is, a T.
On both of them.
They hit him with double technicals. Let's see what happened here.
Not on that side.
So what? So Payne will head out and Duran in. A technical on Schroeder and Payne.
Never seen any. They ain't showing any kind of replay.
No, they didn't. Brunson quickly into Mitchell Robinson. Back to Brunson, right baseline against Schroeder. There's a pass to a cutter. Josh Hart missed it, but Robinson dunks it on the putback. 97-91 New York. 8:40 to go. The Pistons have actually out-rebounded them by 2. Harris on the move, and a steal by Towns. Hart out on the break. Had to drop it off. Bridges fires and misses. Reed with a rebound. He's being fouled. No call. Ahead to Beasley. Beasley to Harris. He's had a rough night. Bees for 3. No. Reed trying to scramble to keep it alive, but down on the floor to get it is Brunson. 97-91 New York.
Paul Reed is making an impact.
Harris against Brunson. 8 minutes to go. Brunson on the crossover. Goes inside traffic and scores. Maybe he wants a timeout. Boy, these Knicks just
won't go
relentless. 7:56 to go. The Knicks up by 8. 99-91 on the Pistons Radio Network.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
What's your priority? My priority? Making time for myself while taking care of everyone else.
Whoa! Mom, he won't share!
The office keeps calling you. Do the kids have swim lessons later?
Sometimes I just need a breather. So I'm glad Priority Health's Wellbeing Hub connects me to support that helps me
give that back. Mom!
Balance my day.
With Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. That means win or lose, every bet you place brings you closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. So download the app using promo code RADIO-DYW. Place your first bet and you can double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Caesars Sportsbook. Don't just spectate, participate. Open to new users in Michigan who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for the full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Our champion, Rick Mahorn, back with it. Kia brought you the break. Can't get enough of Motor City Basketball? We'll check out the Pistons G League affiliate, the Motor City Cruise. Secure a 2025-26 membership to enjoy giveaways, special character appearances, free parking, and it all happens at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Head to cruisebasketball.com/membership to get yours and stay up to date all things Pistons basketball. Text Pistons to 41518. Get instant updates to your mobile device. Text Pistons to 41518. The Knicks have understand that they lost home court advantage in that Game 2 loss up and the Garden. They're trying to get it back here.
They're trying to get it back. That's why it's a new storyline at every game. Tonight is all the starters for the Knicks doing work.
Lions players being introduced, Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Told you a lot of Tigers are in the building as well. Greg Reynolds, the Lions. Good to see him here. Hopefully they'll all be back on Sunday. I doubt the Tigers players will. In fact, they are. They're playing the same time we are on Sunday.
Well, it's going to be a mess.
So get here early.
Get here early. Well,
91 New York.
You got to go to church, though.
Oh, yeah.
Go to early service.
Been a rough night for Tobias, 0 for 6. And a rough night for Malik Beasley, 1 of 8 from 3. But the Pistons are right there on the doorstep. They can just get it going. Dennis Schroeder with the basketball, guarded by Mikal Bridges. The flip to Cunningham.
A lot of time.
Cade trying to get inside. Does. And he travels. Came down after he left the floor.
Knicks are doing a better job on him, not allowing him.
New York's defense has been the difference in this game. There's no question. 13 Piston turnovers, but the Knicks only have 9 points off of them. Yeah. They lead it.
And it's the reverse for the Knicks. 9 turnovers for 13 points.
99-91 New York. Brunson with 20. Has the ball. Whirls to the left. Across the line. Pump fakes. Goes underneath to Josh Hart. Blocked by Paul Reed. Cade also in there. Cunningham quickly up the sideline to Hardaway. Hardaway runs right baseline, but we got a whistle.
That's a little talking.
And yes. Bridges and Hardaway. Players gathered around.
Please, ain't nobody doing anything.
Had a number of technicals. We've had 2 sets of double technicals. So 7:22 to go. 99-91 Knicks in Game 3. Cunningham chased out by Towns. Goes off to Hardaway. Long 3 off the front. Reed trying to chase it. He's on the floor, and the Pistons get it back somehow. Barreling in is Cade missing, and Towns with a rebound. Wow. There's a lot of physicality there. Brunson now whirling around. He's cut off on a double team. Bridges in the left corner. Hits a 3.
One thing he knows where those guys are.
And the lead's 11. 102-91 with 6:48 to go. Dennis Schroeder. On his hip is Brunson. Schroeder flips it up and in. Nice high arcing shot. 102-93 New York.
He uses his body well to get that position.
15 points for Dennis Schroeder with 5 rebounds. Pistons got to start getting some stops here. Brunson with the ball, left side of the floor. Schroeder backs off of him. Brunson using the clock, now switched off to Harris. Left side Towns against Schroeder. To the baseline, flips it up and in. 104-93 New York. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Wow, a lot of shoving, and Cade hits a 3 for the left wing, but off the ball, you had
so much pushing.
Brunson and Schroeder and Hardaway, everybody pushing and shoving. 8-point game. Here's Brunson stumbling up the left sideline. Hesitates, drives, got Schroeder on him. Off it goes to Bridges again, and that 3's no good. Schroeder touched it, but look what I found. Hart saves it, and then a block by Paul Reed, and it comes down to Harris.
This is the run you want to have.
Ahead to Cunningham. Right corner, Schroeder. Yes! A 3 for Dennis Schroeder. He hit the big 3 in Game 2 at Madison Square Garden that gave the Pistons the lead for good. 104-99 New York. Here's Brunson, the crowd back in it. Brunson for a 3-ball, and he missed it. Rebound, P. Reed.
You don't want to have that shot if you're the Knicks, but thank you very much.
Schroeder behind the Reed screen. Harris up top of the pump fake. Couldn't get the drive. Back to Schroeder. Still 11 on the shot clock. Floats it back into Harris against Brunson. Fires and drops it in.
Timeout by...
Don't look now. The Pistons are within one possession. 4:41 to go. It's the Knicks 104 and the Pistons 101 on the Pistons Radio Network.
Did you know StockX was born in Detroit? From the small desk of a few back in 2016 to a now global platform, our real-time marketplace offers you unprecedented access to buy and sell verified sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more. From the greatest grails to the latest trends, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Plus, every item you order from us is StockX verified, backed up by our buyer promise. So join the millions who already know, because Detroit got it on StockX. Start shopping now at StockX.com.
Attention all Mega Millions players. Your new $5 Mega Millions update is installing now. Initiating accelerated Mega Fun upgrade with larger starting jackpots, commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete. Online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
Mark and Rick back with you. Kia brought to the break. 25-26 Pistons memberships are officially on sale. Lock in now to secure the best seats available. Receive exclusive benefits, including playoff priority pricing. Secure yours. Pistons.com/membership. And open up the Bet Rivers online casino and sportsbook app. At every home Pistons game, spin to win up to $25 in bonus money when you deposit $10 with code Pistons. Well, Tim Hardaway has been the man tonight from 3, 6 triples. The Piston record in a playoff game is 7 by Mr. Big Shot back in 2003 in the first round against the Orlando Magic. Corey Moore of the great media relations department for the Pistons. Flipping that one to us.
I'll tell you right now, this run that the Pistons got to continue.
In game 1, remember, Pistons shot well. Beasley had 6 triples in game 1, but he has, since that time, he struggled both games 2 and 3. But here are the Pistons again, only 3 down, 104-101 with 4:41 to go.
Out of time.
Game 4 Sunday, 1 o'clock game here at LCA before heading back to the Garden. Dennis Schroeder played 26 minutes off the Piston bench, has 18 and 5 rebounds. The fans are back at it on their feet. Got to keep that defensive pressure on this Knicks team.
And Knicks, like you said, they play the starters a lot of minutes.
And they're all out there now. Brunson up the right sideline. There is a foul by Schroeder. And Dennis got to be careful. He's got a technical.
That one.
He's kind of standing over Brunson there momentarily. So he picks up the foul. That's his second. Brunson will get it in, but you want to make him feel the pain.
Shot clock. Should be less.
Josh Hart with the basketball. 104-101 New York. Off it goes to Bridges, now to Towns. Guarded by Harris, who did a great job on him in game 2. Good help defense by Duran. Slings it out to Hart. Hart trying to get it to Brunson. Does so with 3 seconds. Brunson driving, pulling up dotted line and hitting. Oh. Well, that's why he won the Clutch Award this year.
Because it's in the clutch.
106-101. Game 5 points or closer in the final 5 minutes. 4th in overtime, and that's right where he is. In the hole by Anunoby.
So they grabbed so many shirts.
And he is huffing and puffing, I tell you. Anunoby is. 3:56 still to go. 106-101 New York.
He grabbed a whole bunch of shirts.
Yes, he did.
He never let it go.
I don't know what he's talking to Zach Zarba about. Cunningham will get it in to Hardaway. Quickly back to Cade. Cunningham with a 22.9 assist night. Picks up the dribble, goes to Hardaway. Look out, dangerous reset.
Second.
Cade's got to get something up. Working it down. Turner shoots, and it goes in and out to Josh Hart. Holy mackerel. 106-101. Cade just 9 of 22 shooting. Brunson with the ball up the right sideline, guarded by Schroeder. Towns coming over to screen. Brunson moves to the right elbow. Brunson still dribbles. Now gives it up. Josh Hart for 3. Oh, halfway down and out. Loose ball. Schroeder diving on the floor. And JB trying to get a timeout, but they call a jump ball.
Yeah, but just Brunson and him.
And Schroeder on his back, so is Brunson. They both got kind of a head-on collision.
In that rest.
Schroeder got his right hand on it, and then Brunson and Schroeder collided. And Duran got in there. So it's going to be a jump ball. 3:15 to go in regulation. 106-101 New York. Game 3, all you can want here. So they're going to say Duran will jump it up. So obviously he has the height advantage on Jalen Brunson.
Thibodeau is losing it.
Trying to get everybody set on the circle here. Everybody getting a little anxious. Cunningham and Anunoby battling for position. They should do it like roller derby. Just let them go at it. All right, here we go. And Duran just slapped it out of bounds.
No, you had the height event. Just tap.
What was that?
You just tap. It wasn't. Brunson ain't going to out-jump you if you stood straight.
The only thing I can figure out is he thought there was somebody over there in the corner. So the Knicks get the ball. And it goes to Hart. The right sideline, gives it up to Towns. 27-point game for him. Towns holding with the big right paw. Against Harris, whirls around baseline and hits. Oh,
that was a big-time shot right there. Timeout. That was huge.
Timeout with 3:01 to go, and the New York Knicks have 4 of their starters with 20-plus points, and they lead it 108-101. 29 for Towns.
Let the cat out the bag.
22 for Anunoby. 22 for Brunson with 9 assists and 7 rebounds, and 20 for Mikal Bridges, who's hit some timely threes. Pistons Academy Summer Camp early registration is available. Children grades 3 through 9. Give your child the ultimate basketball experience. Taught by the best instructors in the NBA. Camps available in locations across Michigan, including Southfield, Brighton, and Novi, and Detroit. Save $30 when you register before June 2nd. Visit PistonsAcademy.com/camp to register now. Well, still a lot of time, 3:01 to go. But every time the Pistons get to within 1 or 2 or 3, the Knicks seem to kind of wake up and put a push on. This has been a heck of a series. I think a lot of people thought this would be a really good series.
I did. And you know what? It's a team that, you got to feel that you can beat.
I mean, Pistons beat the Knicks twice at Madison Square Garden. Beat them in Game 2, so they've beaten them the last 3 trips. 3 of the 4 last at the Garden.
So you're looking at that jump ball right there. That could be. That was huge.
Yeah, that was a killer. All right, Dennis Schroeder, Carolina blue shoes on. Slips it to Harris. Tobias with Josh Hart all over him. Floats a tough pass to Cunningham on the left sideline. Guarded by Anunoby. Cade trying to back him down. Slips a pass to a cutter Harris, and it's blocked. 2.7 seconds to go as Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart close down the lane. Cunningham will get it in for Detroit for the left baseline. Down by 7. Quickly to Hardaway. Short on a 3, but Duran is there to clean it up with a dunk.
Clean up aisle 0.
108-103, New York. JD with 14 and 7 rebounds. 2:25 and ticking here at LCA. Josh Hart with the basketball to Brunson. A lot of congestion on that side of the floor. And that's a foul on Towns screening Harris. And Tibbs is
just
livid.
All in his face.
Surprised he could have easily gotten teed up on that one. 2:14 to go. 108-103 New York. Cade on the move. Splits the New York defense. And scores right at Towns. And it's a one-possession game. 108-105. 2 minutes to go. Kel Bridges with Hardaway on him, the left side of the floor. Bridges to Brunson. Brunson with Schroeder on him. Holding with 9 on the shot clock. 108-105 Knicks. Jab step, now Brunson on the drive, the pull-up, and he misses. Cade with a rebound. A triple would tie the game. You don't necessarily need that. Cunningham, right side of the floor.
Taking control.
Lob it and weave. Oh, he makes a spin on Kobe, and then Towns blocks it and takes it away. Out of the break is Brunson and lays it in at the other end. Holy mackerel. 110-105. Left side Hardaway, short. Legs are not as spry as they were in the first half. And here come the Knicks with 1:10 to go, and they're up 5. This is the critical possession right here. Pistons have 2 timeouts remaining. Here goes Brunson to the basket, another layup.
Going to his left.
And just like that, and they've done it all night.
Going to his strong hand.
Jalen Brunson, 26 points. And the lead is 7, 112-105 with 59 seconds remaining.
2 huge baskets by Brunson going to his strong hand.
Brunson 9 of 20. But he has accounted for a bunch of points here with those 9 assists and the 7 rebounds. He's had but once again, I mean, his clutch play, that's why he won the Clutch Player of the Year award. One of the reasons. We're getting an idea of why he did. So the Pistons game not over, but they're certainly down to their last attempts here. If not, it'll be a 2-1 Knicks lead in the series with game 4 here on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And a chance to tie it up at 2 heading back to New York. You kind of have a feel this might be a 7-game series. Wouldn't surprise me.
You know what? I penciled it down for 7 games. And I got and I made sure that Pistons just need to get another one in New York if this one happens tonight.
So out of the timeout. At this point, you got to get a quick bucket here.
No turnover.
Right. Pistons have had 13. Knicks have had 10 turnovers. Pistons actually have a +6 in points off turnovers. Cade to get it in for the right sideline. Finds Hardaway, guarded by Brunson. Slide to the left side. Beasley, no hesitation. 3 is good. That's what you needed. 112-108 New York. 51 seconds. You don't need to foul here. Brunson with Cade on his right hip. Cunningham playing with 4 fouls. Doesn't matter at this point.
We're doing this 2-man game with him and Karl Anthony Towns.
Brunson, Towns, Harris on him. Towns barrels and got a whistle.
Foul on the floor.
I don't know how you stop that. I mean, you got a 260-pound guy
that can put the ball on the floor like he did.
Yeah.
And he hooks Tobias Harris. It's like, boy, referee Sean Wright right there.
Yeah, he's getting an earful from Tobias.
Yeah. And he deserves.
Towns 5 for 5 at the line. Knicks have only missed one free throw all night, 20 of 21. .9 seconds to go, and he hits another one.
30 points for him.
113 to 108. Pistons have a timeout remaining. Knicks actually have a foul to give. Second free throw for Karl Anthony Towns. That's good. 114-108 New York. 2 full possession lead with 34.9. Cade's going to let the ball roll. I wouldn't do that.
For the time.
Knicks. I would force him to pick it up. Here's Cade on the move. Spins to the basket. Drops it off to Duren for a dunk. 114-110. Now you got to foul him pretty much. I mean, but Brunson's getting away. Got all the way to midcourt. Used up probably an extra second and a half. Hardaway had no choice. Now you got a guy who's 7 of 7 at the free throw line. Brunson and Towns, both 7 of 7. So if the Pistons have to make an adjustment, Rick, for Game 4, what will it be?
I mean, you got to get Tobias Harris and you got to get your front court involved early. Makes it easier on your guards.
Brunson hits. It's the dagger right there. 115 to 110. 23.4 to go in the game. So Towns has led him with 31. He took a lot of criticism over his second half in Game 2.
And he came with it.
Yes, he did, inside and out. Brunson makes 116 to 110 New York.
You can't roll the ball down now.
Not now. Cunningham on the move, stops, fires a three, and it spins out. With 15.3 to go, it's going to stay with Detroit. Need the old miracle here now. Got to give it to the Knicks. I mean, Cunningham, left corner, Beasley, three on the way. Ew, in and out. Duren couldn't come up with the rebound, and the Knicks are going to get away with this. They're going to call a jump ball. They're going to say that.
Josh Hart was calling timeout.
Yeah, he was trying to. Bridges got tied up there. Doesn't really matter a whole lot, though. 8.6 seconds remaining. Knicks up 116 to 110. Well, we had a great crowd here tonight. A lot of them are heading to the exits right now, but fantastic energy in this. Yeah, just hopefully it'll be the same Sunday. Tap to Hardaway, and he hits a three. 116, 113, 5.8 seconds to go. You commit the foul.
Well, no, they call timeout.
Check that timeout.
So they can advance the ball.
Move it to the front court.
Only down 3.
Well, stranger things have happened. So a timeout for the New York Knicks. Knicks won 51 games during the season. The most they had won in a year since the 2012-13 year when they won 54. John Thibodeau, if he gets the win here, would be 16-16 in the playoffs with the New York Knicks. So here you gotta just,
if you don't get the steal,
quick steal,
or the foul, and you gotta, or you get a time, then you can use your timeout.
Both teams have one remaining.
Well, the margin of error in in all 3 of these games have been, just
been something. I mean, Game 1, the Knicks had that 21-0 run, so that one. But Game 2 was terrific. It was 94-94 when Dennis Schroeder hit that three. Make it 97-94. They go on to win it 100-94. And then
right now
this game has been where the Pistons make a move. Knicks answer, back and forth.
Yep, now you got Hollins and Stuart Thompson in there.
Yep, you got your defenders in there. The guys you can
here
steal
we
the
go.
ball.
Here we go with this.
Well, Hollins in the middle of it. You got to.
Don't want to do anything just silly. Not going to use those other words.
Well, we'll try it again. Kel Bridges for the left sideline looking to get it in, and he throws it in the backcourt, and Brunson is fouled by Thompson. That used up a couple of seconds, 2.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds remaining. And you got Brunson 9 for 9 at the free throw line.
Gotta hope you miss both of them.
Towns was 7 of 7.
They only missed one as a team.
But the Pistons have actually, it's dead even after these two free throws. It'll be 27-27. Brunson will have had 11. Fans looking at a replay.
You can't challenge it.
No, you can't.
You can go back.
But they're looking at it.
But you can go back. You can go back in the backcourt.
Yeah, you can. I'm not sure what they were upset about.
I don't know what they currently.
So Brunson hits, and that'll pretty much do it. 117 to 113. Duran's coming in. He's trying to gobble up the rebound.
Know the rules.
I'm not quite sure what they were upset about. So Brunson will, if he makes this, will have 30 in all 3 of the playoff games. And he missed it. And a quick timeout by JB. And he's, after Jalen Duran a little bit, Jalen didn't call the timeout. Because if you pass that ball ahead, you can't get the timeout.
Nope.
You can't get the ball to the
front.
Advance it. Yeah, you can't advance it. So we're down to 2.8 seconds. Unfortunately, it's a 4-point game, so the Pistons would need to hit a 3 and get fouled. What do you suppose the odds are on that?
Odds of having that, or maybe New York will foul them, or just let them score.
So for the Pistons tonight, you got Cade with 24, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. So coming off that game 2 where he had 33, 12 rebounds, and he had 21 and 12 assists in game 1. So this will be 3 consecutive double-doubles to begin his playoff career. That's pretty special. 24 for Tim Hardaway, 7 triple makes.
Yeah, he was having an outstanding game in the first half. Just couldn't get it going, and it's good to see Malik Beasley zero in on a couple of his shots.
Hardaway's 7, by the way. Ty Chauncey Billups for the most threes in a playoff game for the Pistons. All right, out of the timeout. Well, we certainly hope in game 4 Sunday that Malik Beasley will be shooting lights out. Well, Mitchell Robinson's going to guard the ball, and you can't ask for anybody taller to do that. All right. Cade looking to get it in. Quickly, Harris fires and hits. With a second and a half to go and a whistle, it's a 1-point game, 117 to 116. But only a half second unless they put anything more on the clock.
They can't put anything more on there.
He used up. That's what Cade and Tim Hardaway are asking.
You're trying to get everything right now.
So, really, if the Knicks hit the first one, they could easily just miss the second one. As long as they hit the iron. So we got a long discussion going on here. Cade with Sean Wright.
I don't know why they're discussing it. It is what it is.
So Brunson, 10 of 11, back at the free throw line. 117-116 New York. And he hits the first one. 118 to 116. The only thing if he makes this, the Pistons at least have a chance to throw one.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
I
think you missed this one.
He can.
That's what he does, and that's the game.
No, it's still time on the clock. Somebody's got to touch the ball. And you just gave the Pistons a chance. If it's right, they could take the ball out, but they can't really. No timeouts.
So the officials are gathered to discuss this play. But I kind of thought that's what they would do. It bounced.
Nobody touched it. I mean,
bounced high in the air off the rim. JB's.
Okay, so I see what they're talking about.
So now the officials will come over and look at this thing.
Play is being reviewed for a clock malfunction.
Oh, clock malfunction is what they're looking at.
It was another play that the Knicks got the ball with 24 seconds, and it should have been 17 seconds on the shot clock.
These games game 1 was 2 hours 32 minutes. Game 2 was 2 hours 37 minutes. This one's got to be the longest one of the three. Between the little dust-ups we had in the first half and all the free throws. So this will be interesting. See if there is any time left. But nobody, like you said, Rick, nobody got the ball. So right now the Knicks lead 118 to 116. A number of the fans have stopped in the rows.
After review and the inadvertent clock starts, imminent possession belongs to Detroit. They will receive the ball on the sideline with 5/10.
Okay. Oh, well.
On the sideline or the baseline? On the baseline.
Well,
Can't be the sideline.
He said sideline, but that doesn't seem right. Well, you can catch and shoot with 5/10. Let's see how the Knicks defend it.
I'm seeing. Oh, thank you very much. They can't advance the ball.
All sorts of confusion. McBride was trying to get in the game.
Sideline over here.
Yeah.
Three-quarter court.
So
they got to throw something at the basket.
Well, there's Mitchell Robinson. He's going to go down and guard the ball.
I would rather have Mitchell Robinson down there where the basket is because you still catch and shoot, right?
Let's see what the Pistons design here. Duran's going to get it in bounds eventually. Nick Buckert gives him the ball. There's a pass, and he throws it out of bounds.
Threw it to Reggie Miller.
And that's twice now.
It's twice that he's done
that.
A couple of things.
I mean, Cade had broken open. At least would have had a chance. Now it's over.
And he called timeout. Coach.
Yeah, 0.5 of a second. What a weird way to end the game.
So, a couple of weird plays.
118 to 116, New York. Well, they're half a second away from going up 2-1 in this series. What a series it is so far.
Man,
so
never seen anything like this, Mark.
So a big mistake there on the inbounds pass.
Jump ball.
You had the jump ball where Duran just slapped the ball out of bounds. I mean, it wasn't even close. It's different. I mean, it's his first playoff experience. There's a lot going on. You figure out after a series like this that the playoffs are a whole different animal.
It's a different animal.
Yeah.
Pressure comes in different phases. And, and looking at the Knicks bench, they only got 8 points or 9 points?
Yeah, they've got 4 players with 103 points. 4 players with 103 points. But that's the way they roll this year for the most part. All right, 5/10, Knicks ball. I'm not sure what the miracle would be here, but Bridges will get it in. Does so. Brunson in the corner, and that's the game. So the New York Knicks will take a 2-1 lead in the Eastern Conference opening round series. And the Pistons will have to fight back on Sunday at 1 o'clock, game 4, to try to even it up. It's the Knicks 118 and the Pistons 116 on the Pistons Radio Network.
Are you ready, Detroit? The Pistons are back to work in the 2025 NBA playoffs, and it's time to secure your membership for next season to experience the energy of Little Caesars Arena like never before. Lock in now to enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff priority pricing for upcoming rounds and access to our Meet the Team event. Visit Pistons.com/membership to get yours today.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
When you want to bet on sports, played on a field or ice or courts,
Bet Rivers is the place.
over under money lines, same game parlays, it's all fine.
We'll put a smile on your face.
Bet Rivers Sportsbook is your home for chance, where you can experience the thrill of betting on the sports you love. Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Download the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. And we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the games, and how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level and ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, proud partner of the Detroit Pistons. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL Sam.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons basketball.
Hey, this is Brian Geltzeiler. Wake up early with me in 2007 NBA Coach of the Year, Sam Mitchell, every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern as we break down everything NBA on Channel 86.
Champion Rick Mahorn back with you. Kia brought you the break. The New York Knicks hang.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs, while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to SickKids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for SickKids together. See you in the chat.
To every child and family who've needed us since 1875, and all who support us, our hospital needs no introduction. But just in case, it's SickKids. And it's our 150th birthday. Our mission has always been healthier children, a better world. The first children's hospital in Canada, SickKids. Pasteurizing milk to prevent disease 30 years before it was mandatory. The heart-lung machine that transformed open heart surgery. A pediatric kidney transplant in 1969. SickKids. SickKids and SickKids. We discovered the gene for cystic fibrosis so patients live longer lives. And we just created the world's first Atlas of Cancer using machine learning to analyze 13,000 variations. Today, the hospital sees over 130,000 patients a year. We're a research powerhouse, a training magnet, attracting nearly 600 clinical and research fellows from around the globe every year. And we're the #1 publicly funded children's hospital in the world. We're celebrating 150 years of excellence, driven by philanthropy. What's next? Thanks to donors like you, we're going to keep healing Canada and the world, and we're going to heal the future.
In now to enjoy exclusive benefits like playoff priority pricing for upcoming rounds and access to our Meet the Team event. Visit Pistons.com/membership to get yours today.
Mark and Rick back with you at LCA. Kia brought you the break. Man, what a fantastic job our fans did here tonight. Filled the building and made a whole lot of noise and major factor in the Piston comebacks and rallies and runs. But the Knicks, at the end of the day, came out on top. The Pistons in that fourth quarter shot 56%. They were 14 of 25, 5 of 11 from three-point range. But Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter scored 12 points. And again, that's one of the reasons he won the Clutch Player of the Year award in the NBA. So looking at the numbers, Pistons shoot overall 45%, 39 of 86, 16 out of 37. That's 43% from three-point range, although Beasley was only 2 for 10. Free throws, 22 of 27. A 43-40 Piston advantage in rebounding, 11-9 off the offensive glass. Pistons did pick up the pace in moving that ball a little bit. They finished with 22 assists, 11 of those by Cade. 6 steals and 4 blocks, 14 turnovers. But the Knicks only got 9 points, while the Pistons got 18 off of 11 Knicks turnovers. 46% shooting for New York, 12 triples, and they hit 26 of 29 for the free throw line. Brunson alone was 11 of 13. But we don't want to hear Tom Thibodeau chirping about free throws anymore.
Throws, yeah.
Individual scoring, Cade Cunningham with his third consecutive double-double in these playoffs. 24 points with 11 assists. He had 7 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 2 triples. Man, just continues to play at an all-pro level. Tim Hardaway got off to a red-hot start. Finished with 7 triples. That ties Chauncey Billups' Piston playoff record for threes in a game. Tim finished 7 out of 12 long range. 16, 8 boards, 3 assists for Jalen Duren, who was 7 out of 10 shooting. 7 points, Asar Thompson, along with 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Tobias, 2 for 9 shooting, finished with 5, 6 rebounds, and a steal. Off the bench, Dennis Schroeder in just under 30 minutes, 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. 12 points for Malik Beasley, but just 2 for 10 from three-point range. Ron Holland had 6 with a block shot and a couple of rebounds, 4 points, 8 rebounds, and a block shot for Paul Reed. For the Knicks, 31 for Towns, 30 for Brunson with 9 assists, 7 rebounds, 22 for OG Anunoby, and 20 for Mikal Bridges. Those 4 were able to help the Knicks corral the victory and take a 2-1 lead, Rick. So what do you have to clean up? What do you look for in Game 4?
Well, you look for those turnovers that at crucial times, and I thought it was the jump ball with Duren. Mm-hmm. That was, kind of like he's trying to out-jump. He's going to out-jump Jalen Brunson. But the fact is he slapped it so hard nobody could get it.
Yeah, nobody was there.
And then even with the out-of-bounds plays, few things that they need to just clean up, and that's just let's move the ball.
Well, we'll see you on Sunday. Remember, 1 o'clock game, so an early game as the Pistons will try to even this series at 2 apiece.
And let the fans, I tell you, thank the fans.
Come on, yeah. Well, we did that, and we continue to do that. We hope the building will be loud, noisy, and filled up once again on Sunday. I want to thank all of our folks who make our broadcast go. Paul Serra, our network coordinator. Tim Jetski, our engineer-producer. Chris Villar will take you the rest of the way in the postgame to wrap this up. Look at all the other 2 games that are scheduled for tonight in the NBA. So the New York Knicks come to town and get the home court advantage back. Final score, New York 118, the Pistons 116. For Rick Mahorn, this is Mark Champion saying so long.
Detroit Pistons basketball on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network. This is the Pistons Tonight postgame show on the Pistons Radio Network. Here's your host, Chris Villar.
Welcome into the postgame. The Pistons were hoping to earn the first playoff win in LCA history tonight. The city was lit up blue, tons of former players, Tigers, Pistons, and celebrities in attendance, but the big win will have to wait for another time. The boys just could not overcome that early lead of the Knicks, who kept pulling back away every time Detroit got something going, and in the end, a 118-116 final score that puts New York back up 2-1, and they take back the